Alright, hello everybody, welcome on in. We are gearing up to play some Diddy Kong Racing for the N64, and we're going to be diving into a thing called Retro Achievements, which should put a spin on not only this game in particular, but it's something I want to do more so going forward. Basically, if anybody wants to know what a rundown of what Retro Achievements is, it's a system of achievements, kind of like how you would get on Xbox or PlayStation or anything like that with trophies, and they are achievements attached to retro video games that span anywhere from the beginning of time all the way up until, I think, let me actually search up the website real quick. I don't know how far it goes until it becomes not retro. Whatever's on this website is considered retro. So it goes up to like PS1, 2, and portable. So PS3 is not on this list. And then with Nintendo, it goes all the way up until Nintendo DS, with GameCube being the last one. So Wii is not even on here, to my knowledge. So I guess they don't consider Wii retro, at least as of the time being. I would consider Wii retro, but that's just me. Dreamcast is on here, Saturn, Sega CD, 32X, all that kind of such. Neo Geo, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, welcome on in. We're diving into an N64 game. For those who've not been in my domain for the last, I'd say 13 years, which if you haven't, that would be, if you were, I'd be more so surprised. But anyways, I've been doing content creating for about, give or take, 13 years. I did like 10 plus years on YouTube, and then did like several years now here on Twitch. I think I'm on like year 4 going forward, right? But anyways, the first game I ever tackled for the internet was Diddy Kong Racing for the N64. This was my start. So I thought, what not a better way to start off retro achievements than with a classic that I really enjoy and kind of what kickstarted my career. It's not what boosted my career, but it sure is what I started with. Diddy Kong Racing is a classic N64 racing game with a wonderful story mode, little adventure mode. I still hold very close to my heart till this day. It's got very fun multiplayer, and a lot of people are clamoring for this game to be on the Nintendo Switch/Switch 2 via the Nintendo Switch Online N64 catalog. Will that happen someday? You never know. Maybe, just maybe. That was a lot of money I just spent. Also, hi, hello. Welcome on in, Zinny. Welcome on in. Yo, Fast Penguin. Hello. Hello, Flynn Crystal. Welcome on in. Thank you so very much for the 50 biddies. Highly appreciate you.
I do.
Hey, Zonic, I can never beat the first boss of Diddy Kong Racing. I do want to go back and try it again someday. I recommend it, Fast Penguin. I recommend it. Fantastic game. I will say the first boss is a bit of a difficulty spike. I would even consider at least the 2 bosses after the first world is a little easier than the first one to an extent. I find the octopus one to be fairly difficult, and then the dragon, depending on the person or the time of day, sometimes it can be a difficult one. But I would argue maybe the walrus is probably the easiest one, and even then they can kind of BS you. So 227 to be precise. Zin, if you need absolutely anything, please let me know. I can help in some way, shape, or form if need be. Please let me know. I would do anything for the friendos. Yeah, we're gonna be doing retro achievements today. I'll try to break down what retro achievements are over time. But for the time being, let's go ahead and play a little bit of Words on Stream before we get started. We'll do about a round or 2, and then we'll get going. I'm a little late on today's stream. I meant to start about an hour and a half ago, but I did go back to that festival that I went to yesterday, and it's such a good time. Such a good festival. And I ate proper before stream, so there you go, right? Yeah, we got Hole and Holder. Fantastic. Welcome on in, Lancer. It's good to see you. Let's see. I'm going to let's do Roll. At least my battery is replaced. It's hot as Hades over here. It's hot, dude. It's really hot. Yo, Omega, welcome on in. Let's see, so we got Hole, Roll, Holder. Let me think what we can do here.
I know. Well, he mostly has
we can do the classic Hold.
So I only have Slush.
Since we already have Holder. Hoard is good. Good choice.
So
and then I have another one. Let's try Road. Alright, we're 43 out of 56. We're getting there. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely day today. It do be a Sunday. It's the weekend for some, but not for everybody. I work every other weekend, so this is my Sunday off, thankfully. And yeah, besides tomorrow, which I have work, I will be off another 3 days after that. So I've been trying to relax where I can. We got the lore. I don't think this is a word, but I'm gonna try it. No.
Alongside like water.
How about Lord? Gotta have a Lord and Savior. TT the clock.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we need 4 more
fire.
points. Let's see what we
Yes.
can muster here. Hmm.
He also has
Hold and load. Good choices. Hold is a very funny one. I did get a 66 out of 56. Fan-heckin-tastic. I don't think I've ever said that before. That's pretty fun to say, actually. It kind of feels like a swear, though. Older, that's a good one. Dole, like a as in like a Dole Whip. Dole is good. We like Dole. Or at least I like Dole. I like a good pineapple. A good pineapple Dole. Alright, guys, we have achieved a star. We will take it. Let's go ahead and play one more round, and then we'll get moving with Diddy Kong Racing. I'm very excited for today's stream. This is something that I've kind of, like, gauged if I wanted to do or not for about a month or so now. And in very recent times, I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. So, we got Rail to start us off with. Good to give a shot in the dark here. That does not count. Okay. Earlier, got the big word. There you go. I'm going to go with Lair. We're going to go with Lair. Like Gruntilt. This Lair. We got Liar and Earl. There you go. It's funny because Earl's technically a name, but I'm assuming that means it has some form of a word description. We're going to go with Real. Oh, never mind. Farsight Prime got that one. There we go.
No, I see.
Let's go with... let's see.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah.
I see IRL there, but I know that's not a word. It's just abbreviation. Let's go with rear. Or do we already have that? Is rear not a word? Never mind. Try this one. We'll try rear that way. Area. We got real. There you go. Okay, we did reach quota, thankfully. So now it's all a matter of how many points can we stack here.
Okay.
Shot in the dark? Nah. Ryle, that's a good one.
No, I'd rather you be real.
I'm gonna try a few things here. If I can type correctly. Nope, we already had liar. I don't know why I thought that with an E. Let's try...
He's so I don't
no, we already have Lear. Eel would be a good one. Unfortunately, yeah, we have to have at least 4 letters. There's a lot of 3-letter words we could grab here. Like R would be a good one. Unfortunately, yeah, they kind of cap it at... Well, not cap it, but the baseline is 4 letters. Well, that's okay. Let's see. We already have real, right? Yeah. Yeah, we do. Okay. Area. Is the area not in there? That's weird. Area is absolutely a word. We've been bamboozled. Alright, congratulations to Omega0_EXE, Flame Crystal, Mars, Sonic Prime, Lance for the Hedgehog, Zinfinity, and everybody else who played Words on stream. Highly appreciate you guys. There wasn't another A. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say area is totally a word. If that's not a word, I don't know what is. Alright, let me bring you guys on over to the live page, and we'll get a schmovin'. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pause that. I go the same. Maybe not to the Mercedes-Benz, though. I'm just being silly. Alright, so if we were to hit, I think it's F1, and as you guys can see this list here, I believe there should be, yeah, there's an achievements like little section here, right? So you can go through and see all of them. They show locked. Pause achievements hardcore mode for the current session. This action will enable cheats, rewind, slow motion, and loading save states. So if you have any of those enabled, like you can load save states or rewind and all that, I don't believe you count for the leaderboards. We're going to go with hardcore mode. We're going to do this the old-fashioned N64 way. But yeah, we have like achievements here, like collectibles in the racing game. Let me actually turn on some music real quick so you guys can look at this list with me for a little bit. So we've got collectibles in racing game, obtain your first balloon, extra speed, collect 10 bananas on any track, battle mode activate, complete the 4 battle challenges in each area, race against a giant pig, collect 4 of the pieces of the Wizpig amulet to gain access to Wizpig himself. So yeah, there's a bunch of like achievements throughout this game. Obviously, collecting all the balloons gets you an achievement. Complete the trophy races. There's some pretty straightforward achievements, but then there are some harder ones. You have the silver coin challenges. Those are pretty straightforward. win against Wizpig a second time in Adventure 2, so we would have to play Adventure 2 if we want to reach that. So that's interesting. We have a lot of Diddy Kong Racing to play then. BTT's time for Frost Peak and probably all the other levels, so there you go. And then I believe if we scroll down, you have to beat the developer's time for Jungle Falls, car only. So there's a whole bunch of challenges here. Banjo the Bear, collect 5 balloons as Banjo without leaving adventure mode and in one session. So I guess I was wrong. Let's see, also sound like it's funny that you were doing retro achievements on Diddy Kong Racing while I'm doing retro achievements on DK64. Let's go. Let me know how the DK64 one goes. I'm very curious. But it does say, yeah, collect 5 balloons as Banjo without leaving adventure mode and in one session. So I'm assuming you could do multiple sessions, but you gotta do like 5 balloons in one go, as opposed to like getting 3, leaving the game and then going back in. You have to do them all in one go. But yeah, that's for like each character. So we'll be swapping characters on the fly. We do have to unlock TT at some point. Obtain the highest leveled rocket power up, boost power up, mine power up, shield, magnet, all that kind of such. So they're pretty straightforward. Good. Need my music there. They're pretty straightforward achievements. So I'm gonna go ahead and thank you for the complimentary nuggie. Funnily enough, I had chicky today. It was really good. Bourbon chicken, actually. All right. Let's go ahead and pop on in and get the schmoovin'. Now, normally I would do a Banjo playthrough and just call it a day, or maybe even Conquer, but we do have to swap between the characters. So you might be thinking, well, Z, you're kind of insane for wanting to jump on into this with Crunch. But we're going to start with Crunch, and for a very good reason. Yo, is that Banjo? Yeah, we got the Banjo here. Zaz, I don't even... Oh, it's Zack and Sonic. I was like, Zaz, what you talking about? Let's go ahead and start with a new file, and we're going to do... We're just going to name myself the... Keep it simple. Alright, got my racing wheel here at the ready. I'm not using a real racing wheel or anything like that, but model-wise I am. We got the lovely opening here. The reason why I picked Crunch from the get-go is because if you pick up the... Hi, Kazooie. Oh my god. You came with the whole little wood stand and everything. But yeah, collecting the 5 balloons as Crunch in the hub does count as getting 5 consecutive balloons. Crunch is the hardest character to play as in this game. So to get 5 balloons as him in one session, get them in the hub. So that way you're not struggling as much on like the racetrack. I could probably do the first area as Crunch, truth be told. But I figured let's go ahead and do the hub ones with him.
Yeah, so it's like...
Whoa, thanks for the subscription. Enjoy that ad-free viewing and the lovely emotes. We hope you enjoy your stay at the Zack and Zonic Cinema. Yo, and you got the Zack and Juno card. Congratulations, Otterly. And Otterly, thank you so much for resubscribing for 23 months. One more month, one more month, one more month. Woo! Hey, Izzy. 50 bits, let's get my first card. You got the good one, too. You got a Werehog card of Zonic, which is fun. Yeah, that one's not the hardest to get, but not the easiest. It's got, I think, a going rate of, I want to say that's 55%, so it's almost a half and half rate. A lot of the common ones are around like 80, 90%, so you got a nice level 20 Werehog card with that rainbow little, I don't know if I want to call it gloss, but it's got like a little rainbow shine on it. There's a term for it, I'm sure. But yes, let's go ahead and talk to Tosh here. Thank you so much for the 50 biddies, highly appreciate you. Speaking of biddies and whatnot, when I emphasized on this, again, I'm not going to say it too much more than I have to, as to not bore anybody, because I've been going off about it for a couple weeks now. Great, oogly moogly. Which one did you get this time? Yo, you got the Rider Zonic card. Let's go. Level 15, 2 stars. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for the 50 biddies. Yeah, there are 14 cards to collect. As of the time being, I might increase the card count as we move on with time, but I want to make sure that people can grab as many cards as they can before we put more cards out into the field. And if for any reason you guys are thinking like that's not enough cards, let me know. I can always add more. We got collectibles in a racing game. We got our first collectible is Crunch. Got 1 balloon. But yeah, one thing I wanted to go off about for just a little bit, and again, I won't ramble longer than I have to because I've already advertised the heck out of it as much as I could, social media, all that kind of such. But letting you guys know, today is the you got the Zack and Juno card. Let's go! Congratulations, Flame Crystal. All right, so chat, you're gonna have to guess what I'm gonna talk about. I want you to guess. I want you to guess what I'm gonna talk about. Because the second I start saying it, I get pummeled by a bunch of bits. I'll let you guess what I'm going to talk about. That's right, chat. We're going to be talking about 50 biddies. Yo, you got the Plumbers on a card. Smash Brothers. Let's go. That's one of my personal favorites. That is one of my favorite freaking art pieces I've got, not only in recent years, but just like ever. For some reason, that particular art piece just goes hard. And you wouldn't believe the price I paid for that commission. You would think something like that is like probably like $50 to $80, maybe even more. I got it for like, I think 30, 35. Like, the person did a really good deal on it. It's a really nice art piece. Yeah, congratulations on that card, and thank you so much for the 50 biddies. Highly appreciate you. All right, we got 3 balloons so far. All right, Zach, let's remember where the frick those other balloons are. Yes, we're going to be doing my subathon here in about 2 days. Today's the only stream I have this. You son of a gun. Diddy's income. There you go. Got yourself a 3rd card. Alright, so I'm cursed beyond time. I'm never allowed to talk about it, right? Cool. That's okay. I'm giggling right now with the timing is too good. Dude, the timing is insane. I'm dying.
Stop dying.
Oh god.
But yeah, no, so
Thank you so much for the 50 biddies, and I hope you enjoy your card. But yes, we have. Oh, there's my other balloon. We have the subathon coming up pretty soon. That starts on August 19th, and it'll be running till the 21st. I'll be doing my first day at 12 p.m. up until 3 a.m. So we got a 15-hour stream that day. Very excited for that. Those notifications are also very delayed, so don't mind those. For some reason that happens. But yeah, we have a subathon, aiming to get a bunch of subs. Bits are also very much allowed. I'm not going to say no against bits. Or even just a direct donation. Ooh, sorry, excuse me. Direct donations.
I try and have a lot.
God, that was so professional. Not against direct donations, but subs are going to be our main goal as we're aiming for higher sub points. For those who don't know what sub points are on Twitch, depending on how many sub points you get, you unlock new emote slots and technically other features. But yeah, no, we're currently sitting on 40 sub points. And my goal is going to be at least 275, and no, that seems like a big uphill like battle, but we're aiming for 275, so technically we need to earn 235. If we can earn 235 sub points during the subathon, I will unlock another animated emote slot, and if we can get to 300 or 325, there you go, you got yourself a bit more of a bonus, because at 325 you cap emotes wise until you become a Twitch partner, so that's fun. We're only, I think, 3 emote slots away from being, like, capped. We were pretty darn close last year. Just a heads up, Z, my resub won't be until later tonight, even though it's the day of the subbing. Yeah. Oh, no worries at all. If you want, you don't even have to technically, like, confirm your resub, like, tomorrow. You can always do it the day of the, or, like, later tonight or tomorrow. You can always do the resub on the day of the subathon, and I will be counting resubs a little bit. Technically, resubs don't really, like, add, like as a new sub, but it does count as a resub does count, so we will be counting those a little bit. Yo, Sonic Stefan, welcome on in. Why are you Critter and not Banjo? So we're playing as Crunch because we're collecting some of the balloons in the hub. We're doing retro achievements, and if you don't know what retro achievements are, but you might know what retro achievements are, basically it's just another way to play these classic games with adding a bit more flavor to them and whatnot. So if we get 5 balloons as Crunch here in the hub, they count as his 5 balloons, and we'll be swapping characters. So we're kind of getting the easy balloons with him. So technically, I just got to grab one thing as Crunch, and then we'll swap characters. New is K something? No, that's totally fair. Crunch is a Kremling, but he's not the most memorable Kremling, unfortunately, other than it just being Diddy Kong Racing. Most people like to think of Crusha. But yeah, nowhere's on the resub. But yeah, so a bit of a heads up, actually. I need to give more details, and I probably will give those details as the subathon begins, but I will let you guys know that, and when I say this, I'm not expecting anybody to do it. There might be a sub or two down the pipeline that might act this way, but if anybody even subs for 1 month and they end up getting, oh my god, if anybody ends up getting the tier 3 sub, even if just for 1 month, your tier 3 sub counts as 6 sub points. So I think it's one tier 1 sub is like 1.1 tier, sorry, I'm so distracted. There's no, you're good, I'm trying to remember what I'm saying. A tier 2 sub is 2 points. And then a tier 3 sub is 6 points. So for some reason, a tier 3 sub is worth 6, which is wonderful. So even if we got like 3 tier 3 subs or something like that, that'd be 18 sub points, which is a huge boost. So I'm really hoping to at least get maybe a couple tier 3 subs, even if just for 1 month. This would help us get a huge boost. That's like doubling the sub points, basically, if you were to get 3 subs. Anyways, but I promise you guys I wouldn't bore you too much on details today when it comes down to the subathon, so maybe I'll give more details as we get into that particular stream come Tuesday. But we're aiming for at least 275. Like, right now we're sitting at 40. That includes resubs and current subs. So 235 is the goal. I went ahead and made... Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize me going for the key. I kind of didn't take the race seriously. No, I was going to say, we already took commissions for the Mario Paint commissions. That'll be done on the last day of my subathon. We capped out at 5 out of 5 commissions, so I'm very excited to do those. I'm hoping to do them in the order that I received them. So, like, whoever put in for a commission first goes first. I'm not an artist, so I don't know how other artists do their work, but for me personally, since I'm only tackling 5, I don't know why I said 4, I'm hoping to do them in the order I received them, because it's kind of like a first-come, first-served situation. So, like, whoever got theirs last would get theirs last, if that makes any sense. And if for any reason I don't finish them on the day of the subathon, I'll just do another stream and finish them. So that way people could still see their commission on stream. Because I don't want to do them off stream, necessarily. The part of the deal is showing them on stream, so. The only thing he's memorable for is the agonizing pain of trying to beat the game as him. No, that's fair. I'll be real with you, I'm a Diddy Kong Racing veteran, and while I am managing, his turning here is really bad. He's got really bad turning. So, not surprising, though. Like, I'm really having to fight to get his turns going. Ooh, you gotta brake hard. You gotta use this brake. We did get Crunch the Kremling with his 5 balloons, so we'll be swapping out Crunch now. Thankfully. Also, oh my god, yeah, Crunch controlling looks awful. It looks about as awful as it looks. It plays as awful as it looks, is what I meant to say. Like I said, I'm a Diddy Kong Racing veteran, and he is rough to play as. Thankfully, this is just Ancient Lake, so it's not the hardest thing in the world. But yeah, let's go ahead and use that key. It's so bad, like, I love playing the game, but oh my god, goodness, playing as Crunch. Yeah, Crunch is awful. I kind of want to do an all Crunch playthrough at some point. I would hate my life, right? But I kind of want to see if I can do it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and quit, and then we're going to go back in. Said this game didn't get a sequel. Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't get a sequel. It kind of got played off as, like, a possible sequel at the end of this game. It had, like, a the end question mark. We ended up getting a remake of it on DS, and that game is okay. It's okay. I'm not going to call it the greatest thing in the world, but it's okay. What franchise do you wish has its own racing game / franchise? Ooh, that's a good question. Also, well, come on in, Son Goku. Good question, though. Let me think here. If I could give, like, a racing game / franchise to a particular, like, already, like, existing, like, set of characters. There was one I thought of recently. I'm trying to remember which one I was thinking of. Let me think about that. Well, I know this may sound self-centered considering my username, but Dragon Ball? No, honestly, that's fair. A Dragon Ball racing game would go hard. I'm trying to remember what I've seen recently that made me think that, because very recently I thought about that myself. Like, oh, I would love just a racing game of so-and-so. That's a really good question, though. I can't say Pac-Man. Pac-Man's had Pac-Man World Rally. I can't say... Oh, that's a good question. Bulma holding a racing tournament. There's a game you are allowed to stream, and it's called Postal 2. Oh, I love Postal 2. Postal 2 is a fun time. It's a very raunchy game, but I do like it. That's one of those games you gotta be willing to take a joke, though. Anyways, let's take Diddy Kong in here. We gotta go grab 4 more balloons with the little fella. Let me think of what character I'd want to have, like, a racing game, though. Dragon Ball I'm not opposed to. I would not be opposed to, like, a Dragon Ball racing game. I know it sounds like... That's very typical of me, actually, because I'm a very big Dragon Ball fan. Oh, you know what? I had my answer. This is going to be a very multi-answer, and I'm so sorry if it's a bit of a cop-out. I kind of want, like, a Shonen Jump racing game, where it's just anime characters. Like, you would have, like, Goku and Luffy and Naruto, and, like, you could have, like, characters from, like, Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, all of them just in race cars, doing anime, like, moves and such as they're, like, racing. That would go hard. And then have, like, guest characters from, like, maybe Sega games or some other things. Like, just mix them in. I know it's a very cop-out answer, because it's not, like, a particular franchise that's just, like, a bunch of franchises. It'd be like a Smash Brothers anime kind of situation. But I think that'd be fun. It'd be really fun to have like a shonen like racing game. I think that was literally the thought I had about a week ago, but for the life of me I couldn't remember. So that's a bit of my answer. It's a bit of a cop-out answer. Oh no! I want the green balloons. We gotta maximize the balloons where we can. I think the best shonen protagonist would be AKA Ranger since he was in Shonen Jump. Honestly, fair, yeah, he was in Shonen Jump. We've had a couple. We haven't had a good shonen game in a while. Unfortunately, we had Jump Force not too long ago, and it wasn't that great. All right, we maxed out our Max Power Up Mine. We got that achievement. So that's another one down the hatch. I'm trying to tackle these achievements early on in the first world, since that's a lot easier to accomplish early on. Because as we get moving, it's going to get harder. I'd say the winter world I'd be fine, but otherwise, like, yeah, we want to get these achievements done early, so that way the harder ones can be focused on later. There we go. But, yeah, no, there's another answer I would have given if, one, it didn't already technically exist, and two, if it was good, you know? I was gonna say Five Nights at Freddy's would be a funny one. Unfortunately, that we are getting a racing game with Five Nights at Freddy's, and at least as of the time being, it's not very good. That would have been my answer, just because it would have been kind of funny to see that kind of thing, but it's not as fun as you'd think. It's not very good. Jump Force was, yeah, dude, honestly, I bought Jump Force at launch for full price, thinking like, oh yeah, I could play as Goku, and they've got the guy from Black Clover, Asta, they got Yu Yu Hakusho. I've been watching Yu Yu Hakusho. Nah, I dropped the ball, bro. I didn't realize that game was going to be dog water frame 1. There we go. This is a great year for racing. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to head on into Jungle Falls. You can't tell Zonic to play Postal 2 and 4. You can tell him to play Postal Brain Damage, though, since that's the least of the crap post. I do like the second one. I don't know about Postal 4. I would probably pass on that one. Yo, Psycho Ghoul, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. Box of Little Horrors. I freaking love your username, holy crap. That is wonderful. For those who don't know, even though I play like little Scrimblow platformers, I'm a very big horror fan, so even though I'm very Mr. Happy hee hee ha ha guy, I'm a very big fan of like a horror. So, Psycho Ghoul, it's good to see you though. Welcome on in. You'll have to let me know what you're streaming today. Let me know how well your stream went. Fantastic streamer, by the way, chat. Please go give the lovely Psycho Ghoul some follows for me. And thank you so much for giving that shout out to Psycho Ghoul. Highly appreciate it. She's very, very fun, very good taste in games, loves horror, does cosplay. You do really cool cosplay. But yeah, no, welcome on in, everybody. I'm currently playing some Diddy Kong Racing with retro achievements on, so we're attempting to grab as many achievements as possible in Diddy Kong Racing before 7 p.m. tonight. Actually, I forgot to mention to you guys, I'll be ending my stream around 7 p.m. Because we're going to be doing Pixel Panic on my girlfriend's channel, so we're going to go check that out not too long from now. Wasn't Postal 2 a highly controversial game? It's very controversial. I'm going to say this, it's a fun game, but you have to be willing to take a joke. You have to be willing to take a joke, because it's very raunchy, it's very, just, it's terrible, but I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to, like, put out an opinion that people judge me for. It's funny. It's kind of like Adult Swim humor. So, hope your summerween has been awesome. It's been fantastic. We actually went to a festival recently. As a matter of fact, guys, even though this isn't technically horror related, I did get a little something at the festival I just went to earlier today. We got a little Courage. I got this like little 3D printed Courage, but I put him on my desk. He's my little desk buddy now. Not necessarily horror, but there's a lot of horror elements in the Courage cartoon. Very fun. But we love Courage. But yeah, no, I'm a very, very, very big fan of horror stuff. So for those who don't know that, there you go. As a matter of fact, for those who don't know, I like horror so much. I'm going to swap models for just a little second here. But I've got my Boogeyman model based off Michael Myers from the Halloween franchise. And I've even got like a little toggle here. I have to have every little detail, right? But let me do this real quick. We're going to do Halloween Kill style. There we go. And then I got my nice little poked out eye. I'm a little toasty. But yeah, no, this is like one of my favorite models because I'm a very big fan of Halloween. So I may not normally show that very often. People are just like, you like spooky stuff, but you're always so funny goober. And I'm like, I am funny goober, but I do like me some spooks. I also need to find my way back to my original page. There we go. Should I have my wheel out? Let's see. There's my wheel. All right, we're good.
I know. I was
Ba,
just
ba,
like,
ba,
"God
ba,
damn it."
big ol' eyes.
Did I do something? And they're like, "No, it's
That
not."
thumbnail had me snorting. Oh, the zoomed in courage. I did that on purpose just to see if anybody would notice. It'd be really funny to me. With dirty humor, yes. Postal 2 has a lot of dirty humor, absolutely. Toasty, can't wait for October. Dude, same. I'm so excited for October. I want my fall. I want my pumpkin everything and all that. I'm very ready. Also, Brain Damage is the only one I enjoy. Playing 2 and 4 are funny, but not that fun to play. That's fair. I would say Brain Damage, like Postal Brain Damage, is probably the best, like, best one gameplay-wise. It's a very clean experience, all things considered. Where Postal 2, it's fun, but it's like very much of the time. It has a lot of, like, of the time glitches and issues, but I really enjoyed Postal 2 personally. I can't really vouch for Postal 4. I've heard not very good things about 3, and I'm pretty sure 4 wasn't good. Toasty! True, we're at Dino Domain's hot top volcano. It's very hot here. Very spicy. So I don't know if there's a power-up I can level up here. I know I need to, like, level up each power-up to max to get the achievements. But I believe so far we've only gotten the blue, the red, and the green. I haven't seen the rainbows yet. Actually, there might have been a rainbow in the last level, but we kind of forgot about that. And by we, I mean me. I'm not going to drag you guys down with me on that one. As I said before, that's fair. But yeah. Very excited to be continuing Diddy Kong Racing here and playing with the retro achievements. I've been really wanting to do this whole retro achievements thing for about a month now. And I kind of solidified it with myself, I think yesterday or the day before. It might have been 2 days ago. Whenever I was talking about it originally in my Discord server. But I had considered doing retro achievements on games I've already kind of tackled. I thought that'd make it a bit more of a fun way to experience these instead of just replaying them for the umpteenth time. And yeah. As a matter of fact, if anybody's curious, we could probably go ahead. We're going to go ahead and hit the F1 key. And we're going to look at how many achievements we have so far. I think we scroll. Okay, so it doesn't really tell you how many you have out of how many, but it will show you which ones you've unlocked. So we've unlocked. Oh, never mind. We can just count from here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 achievements so far. Out of, I want to say there's about 60 something achievements. There's 60 or 90. I don't quite remember the number. There's a good chunk of them though. So we already got a handful. Yo, Leo, welcome on in. Just got home from church. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Sorry, chat had like moved up. No, I'm doing pretty good. Went to a festival today and got some good food, and we're just kind of doing an early in the day stream. For those who don't know, we're going to be joining in for Pixel Panic here in about 3 hours. So I will be doing some Diddy Kong Racing action for at least the time being, and then we'll jump on into that. I don't believe I'm streaming it myself. We can't stream the SRB2 cart, right?
If you want to, I'm just gonna let you know that there's a lot of screaming and yelling and explosions involved.
That's fair.
So it's on you if that's okay with you.
No, that's fair. I just wanted to be respectful, make sure I'm not like streaming something that isn't supposed to be on my end. But yeah, in all honesty, I mean, Chad, if you want me to keep schmoovin', I can always keep schmoovin'. Well done, kid. Pixel Panic hype, yay! For those who don't know what Pixel Panic is, it's basically SRB2 cart with like different, I don't want to say modes, but like there's like different, it's a different way to play SRB2 cart. There's like elimination mode, and there's supposed to be like boss fights or something like that, so it'll be a lot of fun. Alright, I'm gonna get squished. Let's go ahead and restart. That's a flub. That's a flub right there. Get ready. By the way, did you know they added Crunch to the Carters too? Bless. We love Crunch. Crunch may not play very well, but we do love Crunch. Like we can agree on that much, right? Like as a character, we like Crunch. Ooh, that was a nice spicy meatball right there.
I know.
Oh boy, here we go. Yo, Lance, welcome on in. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. And yeah, like I was advertising a little bit earlier, and I've been putting it in the title of my streams, I've been putting up the tweets, all that kind of such. I don't want to, like, drown you guys to death on my information, but I will be doing my subathon here in about 2 days. Very excited. We're going to be starting off with Crash 4. It's about time, playing the Zonic mod I have. I'm actually not 100% sure if I'm going to play Crash 4 the entire day. If at any point in time I start to feel like I'm kind of tired of Crash 4, I might actually swap out for Diddy Kong Racing with retro achievements or something. As much as I really want to show off Crash 4, if at any point in time I just get tired of that game, I'm going to possibly swap out games before we do Henry Stickmin. We're still doing Henry Stickmin for the record. Just more so like in the off chance that I feel like swapping games. Ooh, we're actually doing really good here as Diddy Kong. Really clean run so far. Really clean run. Keep going. He's got fantastic control. I believe in you. There you go. And a wonderful time to get a follow there. We got Nia X Bunnies. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cinema. The timing on that was really freaking good. Get it, Z. Go clean. Say clean. Yeah, I got you. Can we note that besides that little frick up I had at the beginning on my first try, the second try was actually really solid as Diddy Kong. I might have to fight, not fight, but race this boss going forward as Diddy Kong. His control was wonderful here. I do normally play as Banjo, and as much as I love Banjo, Banjo is one of the harder characters in this game, funnily enough. Which I think over the years has given me, like, really good, what's the word, training in this game. I'm gonna do a big chilling for the next few hours before Pixel Panic. That sounds good. Lancer, yo, you got the Werehog Zonic card. Let's go. Congratulations. I think you already had that one, but it's still a really cool card. Highly appreciate the 50 biddies. And yet you love him? True, I do. I really do. Diddy and Conquer are the on par. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Actually, Conquer's a really solid choice then. There you go. Might do some shilling this week. A wee tad of shilling. That's your third Werehog. Okay, I thought it was your second. I think I had missed one of the cards because I had a window open, so I missed the other card. But yeah, no, okay, so that was your third. Dang. The polls like you getting the Werehog Sonic card. And funnily enough, we're actually going to be tackling that Sonic Unleashed mod here in a couple days. On my second day of the subathon, we're going to be playing Sonic Unleashed. What I'm deeming an early build of the mod, because as much as I want to say like a beta version, I'm just going to call it an early build because I still need to work on it. And I do want to finish it someday, even with like Project RZ and the works and whatnot. I do want to finish the Werehog Sonic mod and whatnot, just a little bit. But anyways, also here we go. We got the silver coin challenges. These tend to be kind of a pain in the A for a lot of people. I'm okay with them. We already did the Diddy Kong achievement, right? Hold on. Before I jump the gun, I gotta check something real quick. I don't want to do more balloons with Diddy if we already have his. Let me scroll all the way up here. Hold on. Because I know we raced against the Dino, and that doesn't count as getting a 5th balloon. I'm just trying to make absolutely sure. Banjo, Conquer, Timber, yada yada. The start of the game, collect 5 balloons. No, we're good. We can still do this one as Diddy. Okay. Okay, frick it. Let's go gambling. No. Oh, I hit reset. I did not mean to hit reset. No, don't go gambling. Timber's cool. Timber is cool. We love Timber. You got classic Super Zonic. That is, you are 2 cards away. What shoe are you missing? Oh, you're missing the full Writer's art, and you're missing... Let me check real quick what cards you're missing. So that way I can at least know. Oh, great heavens. You got SA2 Battle Zonic. Let's go. That's a fun one. And again, if you want me to add more cards sometime soon, let me know. I can always add them, and that way you have a bit more of a... You got Cult of the Lamb Boogeyman. Fantastic choice. Oh, God, I'm being... Please help me. Alright, yeah, you're missing Metal Zonic, the full artwork, and then the Rider Zonic. Yo, you got Finger Gun, Zach. Let's go. Oh, God. You got SA2 Battle Lancer. There you go. You don't have that card yet, I don't think. Thank you guys for the biddies. I've lost count of who's doing what. But I appreciate the biddies.
Like you made like the hangout that I had with...
I will also let you guys know, even though I haven't put out a post of it ahead of time, I will let you know that during the subathon, even though subs are going to be the main goal, I would prefer subs over bits if I can help it, just for our sub points goal. I will let you know that bits will count towards a 1 singular sub. So if somebody donates like 500 bits, I will count that as 1 sub. It's not necessarily what I'm aiming for, but if we get them, then I will count them. Also, thank you for the 50 biddies. I think I choked on a bit. I'm dying. Oh my God. Oh, great heavens. Get another SA2 card. Oh my God, I'm gonna buy you a pack of Pokemon cards one of these days. Just to get you some, like, legitimate cards. Maybe some that you don't own. Which one did you get just now? The Zack and Juno card. Let's go, let's go. Buy him Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead? Okay, we'll buy him Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead. Actually, no, better yet, I shouldn't be just throwing out Pokemon cards. Whatever pack of cards you want. I'll get you that pack of cards. This is my copium. Oh God, Aga. Please have mercy. You got Boogeyman from Cult of the Lamb. So many cards.
Other stuff going on. And
I would love to like release like an actual card set someday. I've seen some, like very few VTubers release those kinds of things. Yo, you got Fleetway Super Zonic. Let's go. That one I like a lot, actually. Digimon cards have great art. Oh, I'll bet, honestly. Digimon always tends to have quality, like, models and art and whatnot. I got. Oh, great heavens. Another. Okay. Ah! I'm choking on bits.
T-ball, but I
Oh my god. Oh my god. I took the time to take a drink break. Oh my god, I'm dying. I consider a tweeter, but I'd rather my account stay private on there. No, that's totally fair.
I got apple butter.
Yo, you got the finger gun, Zach. There you go. Lancer, you're sitting at about 7 cards now out of 14. You got about half the set. Oh, there you go. Very fun. By the way, chat, I'm going to be talking about this probably for a couple months. I know what I am, and I'm so sorry that I'm kind of like this, right? But as we've been talking about Project RZ over time, it's a big project of mine that is taking a lot of funding and whatnot. That's why we're doing the subathon, because every little bit counts. Even all the bits that you guys are sending me now, every little bit I'm putting towards Project RZ. And it's going well so far. It's really, really cool so far. We've recently got a couple things in from the project, and I'm like, man, this is so cool. You guys are gonna love it. Like, it's a really big jump for me in terms of my content, but I think people are really gonna like it. Like, we're not just going into it with like, here's a couple things, good night. Like, there's a whole bunch coming from this project. Like, every time I've released a new like model or character or anything that I've done before, it maybe came with like remember when Crimson Sonic was a thing? He came with like one emote. When we got Super Sonic Blue, he came with like one emote and an art piece. And like, I think Crimson Sonic had like a couple art pieces. And then when we got Zack, there was like a couple art pieces and like a few emotes or whatever. Like, every time I released something new, there was always just a little bit that came with each thing. This one is like holy frick, like, right? Like, it's very much a whole package. It's a whole package. There's not like one emote, there's not two, there's not four. There's a billion freaking things coming in. And you guys are gonna love it. Like, I've been like kind of test driving all of the like emote stuff and the artwork and all that kind of such with my friends and a few content creators in passing, just to see like if it's good, if it's not, you know, if anything hasn't turned out good. We've kind of went, oh well, we're not going to use that, but so far we've gotten nothing but good stuff in, I will say. I don't think I've gotten anything in so far that I went, that didn't turn out, never mind. Like, we've gotten pretty good stuff. But it's really cool. Very expensive, by the way. Not to make it about money, but it's just very expensive. But I want to make sure that when I do this, I'm not giving you guys like a very halfway project or a you know, just the bare minimum or anything like that. Like, we're going full force. I'm putting more work into this project than I did with like the Zack character, Metal Zonic, the Boogeyman. I'm just way more than any of the previous things that I've had. This is like big time serious mode. Very excited. Yo, Broly, welcome on in. It's good to see you. But anyways, I won't bore you guys with more details. I have to remain ominous about, not ominous, I did not mean to say ominous. Need to remain like, you know, just more so quiet about it all, because it's not details ready to be released. I will let you all know that there is a sub goal we're reaching on like the little goal markers we have for the subathon. One of the goals. Oh my god, I'm having terrible, like, this drink. I've had this drink and it's giving me, like, burps. I'm so sorry. I know that's gross. There's a particular goal during the subathon. If we reach it, I will be giving a detail or two out about Project RZ. But that's only if we reach that said goal. If we reach the goal, then I'll talk a little bit about it. But only a little bit. Diddy Kong Racing. Hello, Nobdes. It's good to see you. Welcome on in. Always good to see you, bud. Oh yeah, the followage. Thankfully that works right now. For the life of me, that didn't work about a week or two ago. I got working again. Been following for 9 months, 9 days, 23 hours, 1 minute, and 29 seconds. 9 months and 9 days. Let's go. The double 9.
Yeah.
Lancer, you've got 1 year, 10 months, 13 days, 11 hours, 44 minutes, and 26 seconds. And counting. Yeah, a lot of those notifications are very late, by the way. So if you ever see the bits things come up, they always take about a good half a minute to a minute to pop back up. So a lot of biddies were redeemed, so don't be too surprised if those are coming through like every now and then. Ooh, I also just realized we need to return to the lobby and not play another level as Diddy. We already got his achievement. Quit game. I did not mean to start that level without swapping characters. Almost 2 years, true. Yeah, you've almost hit the 2-year marker. All right, let's pop on in. Is drumstick one of the achievements? Let's check. I don't want to jump the gun if it's not drumstick. Da, 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 da. Let's see. TT drums. Oh, no, yep. Every single character that's playable. Let's do it. Drumstick it is. Unfortunately, we did get 11 balloons, so I think I did an extra as a drumstick. Not drumstick. Diddy. Diddy Kong Racing, my beloved. I drew one of those golden balloons in a magma canvas the other day. Yo, let's go. Dude, I freaking love this game. Like, genuinely, if somebody asks me what's my favorite kart racer of all time, it is Diddy Kong Racing. Like, I'm gonna love Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I love Sonic and All-Stars. I love Mario Kart. I love Crash Team Racing. I love all these kart racing games. Diddy Kong Racing is special to me. It's always going to be special to me. Like, convince me otherwise. If something dethrones this game, it's gotta be, like, top tier. It's gotta be super good. And, like, it's gotta also beat my nostalgia for Diddy Kong Racing, which is very strong. My nostalgia for this game is very big. Almost as big as Banjo-Kazooie, if not bigger in some regards. I'll just never forget the car ride home. I had to have been like 3 or 4 at the time. I had like very few memories on hand, but I remember holding the box and looking at the game and going home and just being like the happiest little kid ever. And for some reason that memory has not left me. It's still there. Even Toy Story has a racing game. That's true, for the PS1, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was PS1. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it was on any other system, but I remember it being PS1. Don't recall if it was ever on like a PC or anything like that, but I remember it being at least PS1. Also, 1 sec, B or B? Yeah, sounds good. Also, we're going to be getting one of the balloons here as drumstick through the hub. So, we'll have to keep count on this one. This is 105. Let's see. And we have finished. Dragon Ball has no racing game yet. Toy Story does. I feel like from given the time period, you have to think of the time period, right? Something like Toy Story was a very big, hip and happening movie at that point in time. It was making tons of money and whatnot. And to give it a racing game on the PS1 where you have like little toy rooms and other settings for like little toys to race through, like that kind of thing prints like money, or at least the idea itself is pretty genius at the time. Whereas something like Dragon Ball, like obviously a lot of the characters don't need cars to drive or like get anywhere, like they can just fly everywhere. So it's kind of a Sonic situation where it's like Sonic doesn't need a car, but he loves racing one. You're pretty much putting in like Dragon Ball characters at that point just for funsies, and I really would love that if I'm being real. Like Goku in a car and Piccolo in a car, like they've done it before. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they haven't done it. There was that one episode that was filler, and they drove and all that, right? And even Gohan's been driving a car in the, if anybody recalls, I believe it's the, oh, please correct me. It's either the opening or the credits of, it's the opening. It was the opening. It was the second opening of Dragon Ball Z, where Gohan's driving a car. He doesn't need to, but it's a cool, like, little opener. And then Vegeta drove a car in GT, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember all the car driving moments of, like, the main cast, right? I believe the Ox King has maybe been in a car, question mark, but don't quote me on that. I swear he showed up with groceries one time or something. I don't remember. I might also just be gaslighting myself into thinking that. Gosh, who else drove? I've never personally seen Goten drive, but also he's not really that much older in the manga to where I don't think he's driving yet. And then I know in GT, I don't think he ever drove in GT. So there's really only like a handful of characters that I've driven, but like, yeah, just throw them in cars. It'd be super fun. It'd be a fun time. Also, we need to... Ooh, I almost did something ballsy, but I shouldn't risk it. Let's go ahead and just finish this level. I still need to maximize a few balloons. Also, this is her favorite game, not just karting game, but game in general. Oh, for, let's see. In Mayu's chat during her birthday stream, someone said people are working on a decomp of this game. Correct, which will be insane the day that happens. When I found out her favorite game of all time was Diddy Kong Racing, because she put out her schedule like a week or two ago, and it was nothing but like Sonic games, but I saw Diddy Kong Racing on there, and I commented, "Is that Diddy Kong Racing?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's my favorite like game of all time." And I was like, "Oh my god, we'd be such good friends just on that note alone," because I like me and Zinni and Honorly, we're huge fans of Diddy Kong Racing, so like we bond over that kind of thing. But to find out that like she was big on it, I was like, "Yo, really?" I was like, "Let's go." There's just not many of us out there, but let alone like 4 of us Sonic fans out there who love Diddy Kong Racing. Like that's huge. Just make them fly to race to make it interesting, give people customizable auras. Oh, so like actually like racing with like the actual flight in Dragon Ball. Kind of like Barrel Blast in a way, if anyone's familiar with Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. Like have it be on a Dragon Ball level where like they're all flying through the air, but they're using like power-ups and such to get going. That'd be fun. It'd be a fun concept. I would not be opposed to that. I wouldn't say I'm picky about my Dragon Ball games, but I feel like a lot of them... Ooh, I missed one, unfortunately. Darn shame. Remember the driving test episode? Yeah. I like the part where Goku cut the wheel and goes, now what? And the guy's like, we're gonna die. He goes, hit the brakes, and he just chops the wheel for whatever reason. It's like, bro, what are you doing? We love Goku. Funnily enough, Piccolo was the good driver. He let his competitive nature take over, because otherwise Piccolo was the better driver, all things considered. He wasn't perfect at first, but Bulma could drive too in the OT Dragon Ball. That's true. She actually, yeah, no, frame one. I'm so sorry for even forgetting that one. In the original Dragon Ball, Bulma's got a bike. Bulma's got a bike. Or was it a... No, wait. She had like a bike car thing. She's had a bike, she's had a car... She's had multiple things in Dragon Ball with capsules. Like, she was literally the reason why we found out about, like, capsules and such. She got a... Yeah, scooter. There you go. That's the term. I mean, dude never even kissed his wife. Supposedly. Supposedly. I feel like Dragon Ball Super butchered that one, because I swear... Like, not to get too into it, but, like, there was an episode in Dragon Ball Z in the Cell Saga where, like, it's kind of implied that they kind of kiss, but, like, not really. But I guess either they just threw that out the window or forgot about it or something, but... Oh, well. Supposedly he's not kissed his wife, but I somehow doubt that. Dragon Ball Super may have thrown that in. But I'm also not sure. Who knows? Who knows? Hence Capsule Corp. Exactly. She was literally the introduction to Capsule Corp because, like, yeah, sure, she was the daughter, but she was using the capsules. Also, give me just a minute. There we go. Sorry, I wanted to type it so I wasn't being too obvious out loud, but yes, that is the reason. Super sorry about that. There's also speculation that he was talking about Trunks feeding Mai a Setsubei, not the act of kissing. True. I would say hot in its own right, but the fact that Mai is technically much older, like at least like mentally, is like crazy to me. Oh my god, I barely had the time to start there. I really had to blow my nose. Suddenly my allergies kicked in. I'm a little surprised I was able to take off like the way I did just now. Oops. I really shouldn't be that distracted. Hold on. Or we're gonna have to do a restart on that. It was a joke about conservative Japanese people, but the English didn't make it clear. That makes sense. That makes sense, actually. There's also Trunks with present Mai, which is also creepy. Yes, that's very true. Because technically speaking, like, yes, they are, like, both kids, like, physically. But Mai is, like, what, up to that point? Like, at least... what would you say, 40s? Maybe? 30s, 40s? Maybe higher? I'd say at least 40s. We're almost away from the allergy Z. We're almost done with summer. True. I'll be a happy chappy once we are. I'm so over allergies. So over them, dude. I'm ready for the fall. Big time, big time. Alright, we got ourselves a rocket here. I'm going to try to hold on to it for a little second. Let's go ahead and toss that away. Use our boost. Use the mini boost when you can. I don't think I'm going to need this rocket, but I'm just going to grab it just in case. Pretty sure we're getting a balloon here in a second. I might go ahead and toss that so I don't have to think about it later. Bok, 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 bok. We don't technically have to do this race as Drumstick, but it's also fairly doable with him. There we go. Alright, so we got another blue balloon. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to risk it here. Ooh, bit of a spicy meatball there, but that worked out. There's not going to be a dash pad in here, but thanks to my boost, it's still fairly worthwhile. Diddy Kong really did make this track feel a lot better, though. He had fantastic control. I don't know about Drumstick's controls. I'm assuming he's... Ooh. 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 Please turn. Holy crap. Ooh, that was getting a little tough at the end, but we did pull it off. Isn't it does the chicken look like a gnome from behind? Oh, like a gnome? I don't know why I said gnome. Oh my god. He kind of does have like a gnome look to the back of his head. I could agree to that. But yeah, Archie Pants, it's good to see you. Welcome on in. Oh my god, he does. Yeah, he does. Finally found it next to my Wii. Crash out has been avoided. Oh, Zinni, I might have missed your last comment. What were you trying to look for? I'm so sorry. You found something next to your Wii, apparently. Congratulations, you have won a piece of the magical amulet. Let's go. Whew, doing that as drumstick is not the hardest thing in the world, but that second race is so much harder. His art pen got you. Not present, Trunks. Alright, so we did all of that. I think we can go ahead and do the battle over here as drumstick, not a biggie. For the tablet, gotcha. Fire Mountain. This just reminded me, did you hear about the Fighting Rooster anime? I did! God, what studio was behind that, actually? They were notable for some other kind of anime. I don't know why... I'm trying to remember what studio's behind it. I know they're like one of the top tier peeps or whatever. Whatever you want to call them. Alright, let's go ahead and just start stealing eggs. We did solidify at least one egg. My art pen that I need to be making commissions was missing. Oh no, I also did not drop off the egg very well. I think the egg despawned because we placed it wrong. That's my fault. I say we, it's my fault, but you know what I mean. Alright, timber. I'm gonna steal that real quick. Are we talking about Scissor 7? Sense Engine? Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I was like, what are we talking about? Like, right. We were talking about the studio. Right. I feel so stupid. I'm so locked in for this battle. Hold on. I'm gonna ask you to slow down there, Mr. Drumstick. No. Oh, it's too slow. Drumstick plays pretty okay, all things considered. I think that was more so just a krill issue on my part. We do have 2 eggs though, so we're mostly in the clear here. I might actually go ahead and grab one of these, and then protect the egg. Brock? Frick off, Timber. You stay away from my egg. You stay away. Is that Diddy on his way? Okay, we won. That was pretty easy. Whew, okay. I believe that's also going to give us an achievement, but let me check through the achievements list, because I want to see... There's Drumstick with the balloon, which I think we're getting here not too long from now. Yo, Plate Shift Fluff 666, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cinema, highly appreciate you. Let me check here. Going through. What was I looking for again? The battle mode. Sorry if I'm scrolling through kind of slow. I'm just wanting to make sure. So that's silver coins. Studio Senjin for the Rooster Fighter anime. Gotcha. Yeah. Honestly, no, it looks like a very fun anime. I will definitely be giving that a whirl. That's for sure. I just remembered there was sort of something like Mario Kart in Dragon Ball Super manga. Oh, really? Where they were playing a racing game? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Is it the one with the Goku Vegeta panel? Or am I thinking of a different one? I might be thinking of a different one. Yeah. But I think I know which other one you're talking about. Trophy race, going through. You found balloons, yada yada. Find Crescent Island. Isn't there a complete all 4 battle challenges in each area? Okay, so never mind. For the life of me, I thought there was going to be like specific challenges in each battle area. It's literally just finished them. Okay. They did Initial D anime, apparently. Oh, they did the Initial D anime. Okay, cool. Also, that's exciting in its own right, because for those who are like aware of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds and who's working on it, they actually brought on the Initial D team to work on that game. So if anyone's played the Initial D like arcade games, they're going to be helping out with Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. That's why it has like a bit more of an arcade experience to it. Because I liked All-Stars Racing Transform, but that one felt less arcadey compared to the original Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Like, Cross Worlds is going to feel a lot more like arcadey, and that's going to be awesome, by the way, because I love Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing for its arcade feel. It has an actual arcade cabinet, whereas All-Stars Racing Transform did not. So, it'll be nice. It'll be nice to have, like, that Initial D arcade kind of feeling experience. Because see capsule holding items in the Dragon Ball Racing game, those absolutely have to be like the pickup items to get like what would you have as like the items though? Would you have like pocket Kamehamehas or special beam cannons, or like what would it be like the slippery banana peel equivalent in Dragon Ball? I had one idea come to mind, but it's not Not the cleanest idea. Kind of a raunchy idea, actually. I was gonna say, I'm gonna phrase it this way, is to not say it like straight up, but like the first wish that was wished for in Dragon Ball. Imagine that being the thing you can slip on. I'm not gonna say it, but imagine the first wish that Oolong wished for. Imagine that being like the, uh oh, you slipped on it. I'm not gonna say it, but
I understand.
you can probably pick up on what I'm putting down. Again, not the cleanest idea, but it's funny. It's a funny idea. There's a foot Kamehameha. That's true. From the tournament, the last tournament at the end of Dragon Ball, where Goku uses the Kamehameha and boosts himself. That's a really cool move, by the way. They really need to bring that back. It's way too cool. They were a lot more innovative about moves at the end of Dragon Ball, and I feel like in Dragon Ball Z, there were innovative moves, but after a while, it really did just become fists and Kamehamehas and kind of just new moves occasionally. I don't know. That's just my... I would say like the best move in Dragon Ball Z at one point was the mixture of instant transmission and Kamehameha. So like when Goku does that against Cell, that was like a big like whoa moment. You know what I mean? That required a lot of training for him to pull that off. Because he had the Kamehameha, does the instant transmission, then blasts him. Like that was like the last time he combined a couple things and made it interesting. Otherwise, it's just kind of the same moves here and there. And he kind of... Goku... I love Goku, but he steals a lot of his moves from his friends. I'll steal this one from you, Tien. Solar Flare! He just does so much. I love Goku, though. I will say this, though. I will say this, chat. So, a long time ago... I say a long time ago. This was several months ago. My brother, who is also a big Dragon Ball fan like I am, big on DBZ, Super, Dragon Ball, all of it, right? We're both big Dragon Ball fans, but he watched all of One Piece up until, like, recent. Like, he caught up on it, right? He got a little converted. I don't know if he's, like, going to stick to his answer, but at one point he kind of stated that he thinks he prefers One Piece over Dragon Ball. Like, it changed him over to, like, he's now bigger on One Piece. I will say that now I am, like, borderline, like, close to episode 900 in One Piece, and there's, like, 1,000-something episodes. You know, you could be asking me the same question, like, oh, do you prefer Dragon Ball, or are you now, like, a One Piece fan? I think at day's end, One Piece is super solid. I think One Piece has the better storytelling and the better writing. Because one, it's technically like newer than Dragon Ball. It's still going, and the writing just gets better and better, right? That being said, I think the writing and the story is better in One Piece, just because it's a lot more of like an adventure. Where Dragon Ball has a lot of like there's like a lot of story, there's a lot of character, but a lot of it really is hammed up to the fights, right? That being said, I think I'm still gonna say Dragon Ball. I've not caught up all the way through One Piece. I'm close to 900, but I think I'm gonna say, like, it's close. It's really close to Dragon Ball. I think Dragon Ball just had an impact on me earlier on. I call it the rose-tinted glasses, but I think I'm just, like, through and through. Like, I'm always going to love Goku. I'm always going to love Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Daima, by the way, was super solid. So, I think at day's end, I'm still going to give it to Dragon Ball. But I freaking love One Piece. Speaking of One Piece, which moment was more hype? Goku going Ultra Instinct for the first time, or Luffy's, transform. So, you know what's funny? Normally I'd be like, oh no, that's a spoiler for like One Piece, because there is like, you know, the recent form he's gotten in recent times, right? The one with the fluffy cloud look. Normally, like somebody like me who would like, oh, I don't want to see that. I'm going to dodge that spoiler. It's all over the internet. I already know about it. I already knew about a good chunk of One Piece just because the internet threw it out there. So I'm not going to be like, I'm not like upset about that by any means. But I am going to get to that point when I see Luffy get his like recent transformation. Very excited. I've really enjoyed his Gear 4 in recent times. I think that's like the Super Saiyan Blue equivalent in One Piece in terms of like progress, according to like the old promos and such we had about a decade ago. But I can't quite answer that question yet because I haven't gotten there. I'm still going to give it to Goku's Ultra Instinct, I'm pretty sure, because I freaking loved his Ultra Instinct, like, initial... Like, I remember, like, when he first got the form, like, it wasn't perfected, but he first got the form. Hot Topic started releasing merchandise for it, like, ASAP, and I bought, like, 2 shirts, and all I would ever wear all the time is just Ultra Instinct Goku and whatnot. It was such a time period, but it was great. I like Dragon Ball Z, I like Frieza and Cell episodes. Yo, Don, welcome on in. Yeah, Frieza, people have always had the good question, do you prefer Frieza or, like, the Cell Saga and whatnot, right? Oh, shoot. I think I kind of want to chalk it up to, I'm going to give it to maybe the Frieza Saga. I know a lot of people like the Cell Saga. There's a lot of really good moments in the Cell Saga. But I feel like when it boils down to, like, an evil character, like, Frieza was evil, really evil. Where Cell had that Saiyan energy and, like, Cell's in him that he had that Saiyan mindset, too. So they were all very much just about, like, the Cell games and... I don't know. Like, it's good. It's really good. But there's something about being on Namek and the stakes were high, and they were really just trying to make it through. And, you know, spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it, Krillin dies again, and it's just very fun. It's a very fun little saga. I say little saga, it's huge. Fun fact, actually, I'm going to throw this out there, and this might be controversial, because I know a lot of people dog on it. At least at one point, I was very big on the Buu Saga. I know a lot of people did not like the Buu Saga, but I was just a huge fan of Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I have, like, Super Saiyan 3 Goku statues on my shelf over nearby. Like, I loved SSJ3 so much. And then when Super Saiyan Blue and whatnot came into play, I was like, I don't want to play with you anymore. I was always just, whatever Goku's newest form was, I was like, yep, that's my thing now. But I still love Super Saiyan 3 Goku. People call it a useless form. They call it this. They call it that now. I like it, though. It's not the most, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's not the most useful form by today's standards, but I still like it a lot. Actually, in Daima, they made good use of it, because up to that point, that was his, like, strongest form. So you knew it was like, uh-oh, hour when Goku had to go Super Saiyan 3 in that, because that was his, like, best form. So... which saga should Dragon Ball have ended at? I don't think Buu Saga is as controversial as GT or early DBS. That's fair. That's fair. I can understand that much. I think Dragon Ball should end it. Oh, great heavens! Yo, you got the Werehog card. Let's go. Oh no! Let's see. Got Dizzy Zenko. How many times have I told you? Do they still make Dragon Balls or just films? So the last Dragon Ball thing we got, other than the manga, because the manga is still going, we did technically get some mangas in recent times, but the last film we got was Dragon Ball Super Superhero, which released, I want to say 2 years ago, 2 or so years ago. So it's been a second since we've had, oh, I'm sorry. What am I talking about? We got Daima in recent years. Yeah, if anybody's been a little bit out of the loop, Dragon Ball Daima is an anime. It's a very small anime, 20 episodes long. That takes place between the Buu Saga and the Super Saiyan God Saga, or the Beerus, whatever you want to call it. There's a title for that. Battle of God Saga, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, there's Daima that takes place between that. They kind of retcon a lot of stuff, so if it bugs you, I'm so sorry. It does retcon a lot, unfortunately. For better or worse in certain areas, but it's take the anime as is. It's fun. It's very fun. Yo, congratulations on the Fleetway Supersonic Zenny. Enjoyed the lovely card. It's one of my personal favorites. We love Fleetway Supersonic. Would have been a fun model if I could have made that a thing, but that's okay. But yeah, no, very, very big on Dragon Ball. I would even advise if anybody's watched like Dragon Ball Z or Super and all that, but you haven't actually like sat down and watched Dragon Ball, watch the OG Dragon Ball. Like, it is very, like, you appreciate Goku's progress as a character if you watch Dragon Ball. We got the Dino Domain Trophy. Let's go. Not too shabby. It's really not hard to do the trophy races. It's kind of just what you've already done, but more. So, I heard some people say it should have ended at the Piccolo Jr. saga. It wouldn't have been a bad way to go. Like, as much as I would prefer just more Dragon Ball because I just love the show. I don't blame people for saying that, because if it ended at the end, like, of Dragon Ball, that would have been, like, at least a good ending for Goku. Would have been left, like, open-ended, and would have been... It's interesting in its own regard. But you gotta admit, though, with the... let's go ahead and play this bumper. You gotta admit, though, with something like... Did we... Let me check the achievements real quick. I don't know if I got the Diddy Kong one. I'm so bad with keeping up with these. Let's scroll all the way down. Let's do the time warp again. Let's see. Bumper the Badger. Did we get Diddy Kongs? Star of the game. We did. I don't know. Oh, I don't want to exit out of the game. Hold on now. Hold your horses. There you go. What's the difference between Goku and Gakeo? Is it the... Okay, so technically speaking, I think that's referencing... I could be wrong, but I think that's referencing... when the announcer mispronounced Goku's name during the tournament, question mark? Yeah, it's a pronunciation thing, correct. Thank you, Otterly. Let me swap vehicles here. I believe it's like a mispronunciation. When they called him Gakeo, it's like very, like, he had butchered it, basically. It's just Goku. Goku or Kakarot.
You know what? That's fair.
He's playing as the ex-con chat. That's true. I belong in jail. Great heavens. Popcorn. Thank you for the popcorn. Ace, I will let you know, I've been on my popcorn game so much lately. We've bought so much popcorn in recent times. It's insane. We got kettle corn the other day. We bought this like popcorn you make the old-fashioned way. We got popcorn topping. We got this like popcorn seasoning we were gonna put on it. I got popcorn from my job. I've gotten popcorn at the movies. I've been on my popcorn game so much lately. It's been insane. All right, let's head on into Everfrost Peak as good old bumper popcorn chicken from KFC, dude. KFC's popcorn chicken is so good, though. And I love their mashed potatoes. Very big on the mashed potatoes. I'm a bit of a, I don't want to say a picky eater, but I'm a little picky with KFC, but I love their popcorn chicken. That was like my favorite thing from them growing up. Well, anyways, are you going to say about the saga Dragon Ball should have ended? You were going to say it, but got distracted. Oh, yes. So... I was going to say, so with Dragon Ball Z, the fun thing about Dragon Ball and Z was that at the end of Dragon Ball, Goku gave it everything he had, wins the tournament. Like, he did win the tournament all by himself when the stakes were high against Piccolo. Ends off on a really strong note. But then Dragon Ball Z, here we got Goku several years later, he's got a son and all that, and then suddenly a threat shows up, it's Raditz and whatnot. Like, crap hits the fan. Like, throughout all of Dragon Ball, everybody worried about Goku, like, either dying or being severely injured. Because, you know, he was the main guy. Just for Dragon Ball Z to basically kill him off ASAP, you're like, oh my god, you just killed off your main character, like, this early on. Like, it was kind of an insane jump in. And then suddenly he gets brought back with the Dragon Balls, like, you know, several episodes later. You know, trains up and whatnot, goes to fight Vegeta and Nappa. And, like, I would say the turning point for Z, like, I would say against Vegeta and Nappa, that's kind of the start of Dragon Ball Z. Like, it's got that, like, power scaling going up higher. Like, once you reach, like, the Frieza saga, that's when it's like, oh shoot, this is no longer Dragon Ball. Like, it has Dragon Ball elements, like when you have like Krillin and Gohan running around looking for Dragon Balls and trying to hide and be stealthy and all that. I feel like that has like a bit of a Dragon Ball adventure charm to it. But once you're done with that and it's like, oh, it's Ginyu Force time, it's like Frieza time and all that, that's when it stops becoming Dragon Ball in my opinion and becomes Dragon Ball Z. Like, that's when it's like, it's all about like, you know, there's story, but there's like big muscles and power-ups and getting stronger with each battle. Like, it just got more and more insane Frieza Saga onwards. The Vegeta one was fun, don't get me wrong. That one was like a high-stakes battle too, but I feel like Z truly starts when it's Frieza. I mean, they tried to bring us back with the Red Ribbon Army. That's true. That's true. Yeah, the Red Ribbon Army is a bit of a callback to like near the beginning of Dragon Ball, but like completely upscaled. It's like, oh yeah, they were pretty ticked about what Goku did as a kid, so now we're gonna like completely shatter through our previous plans and have the androids and Cell and all that kind of stuff. It's like, when you really think about it, they were so ticked that Goku ruined everything that like they were making stuff even stronger than Frieza within like a lab, and it's just kind of insane when you think about it. They were ticked, bro. It's really funny when you think about it. Like, yeah, the kid, he fricked up everything. Oh, I'm mad now. We're gonna build something like terrible for him. Okay. Killer androids. Red Ribbon Army Saga hard mode. Oh, absolutely. It was literally hard mode.
I'm trying to think. It's Scarlet and Violet.
Remember when we were going to do a watch party for the OG Dragon Ball? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I'm glad Pepperidge Farm does, because I'll be real with you, it slipped my mind, but you're right. We were supposed to do a watch party of that. Which, to some extent, Zenny, without obviously putting out too much information, kind of glad we didn't, at least initially. But I would never be opposed to it now in the future, because I love Dragon Ball. Love Dragon Ball. You know what's a great Dragon Ball game that most people don't talk about? Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure. True. Or, I don't know what the title of it is. You'll have to, like, tell me what it is. I don't know if you remember it. But there's, like, a Dragon Ball game on Wii. I'm not going to call it, like, a good game per se. Like, it might be just an interesting one. But there was one for Wii that had, like, Goku and Krillin on it. Like, it was a Dragon Ball game. But I've always kind of wanted to try it. You the Chad. The worst Dragon Ball game, in my opinion, is, Taketsu. What was it? Ultimate Battle 22, I think is what it was called. I actually own that game. That game's awful. Dragon Ball Sagas, that might be it, actually. I'm just still waiting for Z to continue with One Piece so we can watch the film Gold and film Red. Absolutely. Omega, I'm actually pretty close to episode 900 of One Piece. We're actually really close. Most of the time they just stand there charging up and going, ah, that's true. I think that's why Dragon Ball gets a bit of a bad rep compared to other animes, is because there's such an emphasis on them, like, doing, like, the ha, like, you know, just powering up constantly, screaming, all that kind of such. There's a bit of a charm to it, though, that I still like about that. But I feel like compared to, like, One Piece, Naruto, and other animes, like, they do spend a lot of time just charging up their power and muscles and all that kind of stuff. It gets made fun of for that, but I don't know. I kind of like it. It's a charming point in time. Like, this was a point in time when anime was starting to finally become a bit more popular here in the West, and I don't know. Like, it's just of a time. I love it. Like, nowadays, you have to kind of cut to the chase, because adding in too much filler or padding it out too much is like a no-go in this day and age. Attention spans are smaller, so you gotta kind of cut to the pace real quick. Revenge of Piccolo, that's it. Yeah, Revenge of Piccolo. I believe there was 2 games on Wii, if I'm not mistaken. I think you'd really like Kanji. Ooh, Kanji.
It's like...
I just love anime. Give me more anime. I'd be down. Played Dragon Ball Z Extreme Budokan on the 3DS and it was awful. I wondered about that game. That game's awful. That's a darn shame. Oh, you know what's a Dragon Ball game I was always curious about but never played? The Dragon Ball Fusions. Was that ever good or was it just okay? That one I'm not 100% sure about. It looked like conceptually it was a fun idea, but... Okay, we got Crunch, the start of the game.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think we ever did... I don't think we ever did the drumstick one. But that's okay, because I can go back into drumstick here shortly. I will remember after we're done with Bumper here, we'll go back in with drumstick. Fusions was a good game? Gotcha. Are you friends with Sonic? You look like him? I do like his games. I'm a fan of the Sonic games, I will say.
Dude, I'm not the one that ingested kelp. Jesus.
I've been asked that question for many years, and I would say, like, IRL, if Sonic was real, I could see us being good buds. Realistically, yeah. I know he's not real, but if he was, I would like to be good friends with him. Even if just in passing, something like, hey, yo, what's up? He'd be a good fella. Gohan Black would have been a really good arc. Dude, Gohan Black would have went so hard, though. That idea is so fun. You still have your copy? Yo, let's go. I'm so tired these days. Ace, I feel you on that one. I feel you on that. I'm glad I'm finally dipping into a little bit of my PTO. I feel like a bit of a fool for not using PTO for tomorrow, because I had today and yesterday off, and then I have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday off. I feel like a bit of a fool for not taking my Monday off. Monday is an easy shift for me, but in hindsight, I think having 6 straight days off would have been of a good call. But I wanted to save on 8 hours of PTO, because I didn't want to take off my Monday, which is tomorrow, because it's an easy day for me. So, it's okay. It'll work out. Future Trunks versus Gohan Black would have went so hard. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That'd have been so cool. That'd have been a very fun concept. Technically, they kind of have something like that in Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Kind of. I gotta play nice work-wise for a few months just to clear the point queue. That's totally fair. Dude, I feel you on that one. So speaking of Monday, I'm actually making a trip tomorrow now. Yo, let's go. What time, by the way, Omega? That's a very good question, right? Very curious. Very curious. Zonic, if you could be a Pokemon IRL, what would it be? Ooh. That's a good question, actually. I am not paying attention to my achievements. I need to make sure that did I get Bumper? No. Don't press that. There you go. I think we could do one more as Bumper, question mark. I'm trying to get all those balloons, but I'm so stupid. Not be, have. Oh, what? If you could have any Pokemon. I'm sorry. I don't know why I read that as if you could be any Pokemon. If you could have any Pokemon. If I could have any Pokemon. If I could have any Pokemon. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something really dumb. Hold on. I know this is going to look very dumb. We're going to back it up here. This is one of my favorite levels, by the way, so I'm butchering it a little bit here. If I could have any Pokemon, though. There we go. We got the max power-up magnet. We're going to go ahead and do a restart. If I could have any Pokemon, that's a really good question. I'd want something, like, fun. Like a fun Pokemon to be friends with, but a Pokemon that could also be a little handy around the house. So maybe... There's a lot of Pokemon, to be fair. Bedroom snapped off. I'm hoping to have it fixed tomorrow. Oh, I hope you get it fixed then. That's not fun. Totally understand that. Personally speaking, my door as of late has had a really hard time shutting, and it squeaks on the handle. It's very annoying. Not nearly as big of an issue, but like, yeah, just, I understand doors. They could be a bit of a pain here and there. Mr. Mime? Funnily enough, I was thinking about Mr. Mime. Like, I don't know if he'd be my go-to, but like, he does technically, he's a very handy fella. like
He's got
like Delilah from like Ash's mom. She has a mime and he helps out around the house. Also, Cindy Milano, it's good to see you. Welcome on in. If I could have a Pokemon though, let me think. That's a really good question. If Lapras could move on land, I would almost think of a Lapras.
So, Z, I'll give you some options.
We played, like,
1,
Marcus.
Gardevoir. 2, Lopunny.
You motherfricker.
3, Vaporeon.
Played
4,
Sonic.
Vaporeon.
Point 3.
Kingdom Hearts, Sonic Heroes, SA1.
I'm making an executive decision. Good luck to everybody else. That's a magnet. I don't know why I thought it was something else. Hold on. We gotta get back on track. I had to. I mean, if we're picking out of that bunch... Gardevoir, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, jokes not aside. Jokes included. Gardevoir.
Definitely.
If not, maybe, Vaporeon at that point. If you're having to make choices. Lopunny's a good one, too. But no, if I could have a Pokemon, Mr. Mime's really not a bad option, like, as a handyman kind of situation.
Like, the other...
I believe in me. I believe in me. Yo? Oh, I already have that achievement, apparently.
Yeah, fighting you.
Go, Bumper, go, go, Bumper, go. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. I think I've got all the power-up achievements. Pretty sure, anyhow. Can I say that this is one of my favorite, like, comfort games to play? And adding achievement hunting to it has made it just more fun to, like, dissect. Vaporeon, it should be a vape Pokemon. You just need to have some form of vape that's just Vaporeon flavored. Don't elaborate on the flavor. It's just Vaporeon flavored.
This particular port is for PS3, but
Oh my god. I can't tell if it's because it's hot today or what, but I am, like, uber thirsty. I'm, like, chugging every drink I have. Love me my fairy types? That's fair. Honestly, see, I feel like you would have a Totodile and you would both just be no thought head empty together. If I could have, like, a Pokemon that wasn't, like, handy, like, it's just, like, a Pokemon just for the sake of having a Pokemon, I think Totodile would be one of them, because I love Totodile. For those who don't know, I'm a very big fan of Totodile. Very big on Gen 2 Pokemon. Gen 2 is my favorite generation. So Totodile's up there. I also wouldn't mind, like, as a pet type Pokemon, maybe, I wouldn't be opposed to Rockruff or Fido. I would like Fido. Fido would be a Pokemon I'd really enjoy. They're cute little dog Pokemon. But I wouldn't mind, like, a Rockruff, too, just because they're like Puppo kind of Pokemon.
yeah.
Love Rockruff. We love Rockruff. Not Zinni, actually, I was going to say any, but any of my friends really. For those who knew that we were looking for a Rockruff, whoever I told it to, where I told you that GK was trying to find a Rockruff, we did find Rockruff like a week or two ago. Prefer Mario to Sonic and you? I think it days in when it comes down to the quality of games. I prefer Mario over Sonic because there's a lot more, like, better Mario games. But I am a pretty big fan of Sonic. Where? Because Mario and Sonic are my top two guys. Like, I'll swap models here for a second, but take a look at this model. This is my model with the Mario fit. I got my own, like, little plumber gear. And funnily enough, I got a wheel with this one too. Did you see the chubby Lion Rock from the new anime? Let me look that up, actually. I'll have to look that up. There's actually a Mario Pokemon ROM back. There is, yeah. I should give that a whirl one day, by the way, because it looked like a lot of fun. Let me look up this chubby variant. Very curious. Oh, yes. I have seen this in passing. Yes. Absolutely. I saw it about maybe a month or two ago, give or take. Fun fact, Rockruff was the actual first shiny Pokemon I ever caught. Yo, let's go. Chat, if you've ever caught a shiny Pokemon, what was the first one you caught if you can recall your first? For me, it was a Wingull from Generation 4, funnily enough. I got a Wingull. Alright, let me go ahead and pause. We have Crunch, start of the game. Still no bumper. Hold on. Let's go ahead. I guess I don't know why I'm thinking I'm supposed to get it so much sooner than later, but let's go ahead and pop on into Walrus Cove. I'm from Wales. You can actually get Pokemon in Welsh. Yo, let's go. That's awesome. I've heard of Wales. I've heard of that location. I had a friend who's been there a couple times. Mariomon, I've been thinking about it a bit lately. Is that GK in the background? Yeah, it is. Also, I didn't get to say hello, but hello, Sataria. Well, come on in. It's good to see you. Miss talking with you. Yeah, but she's here. In BG, she's talking to C-Store. But, oh yeah, we're doing the silver coin collecting. And then, in about close to 2 hours, we're going to be switching on over to Pixel Panic, which will be a thing that she's streaming. I'm also probably going to stream it, just to continue streaming. Might look into hiring someone else to do my emotes. I'm not really feeling it. Zenny, my dude, if you need any recommendations, please let me know. I mean, you know me, I've been working with, like, multiple people recently. I know lots of really good souls out there who do a fantastic job. Can give you, like, I can give you a dozen recommendations, I'm not even kidding. Like, you know me.
Except for Silver, I don't really blame you for that. He came through and
Alpha Rad, we love Alpha Rad. We do love Alpha Rad.
they didn't do much with
That's
it.
true.
It's just not a good game.
Boost a little bit here. Female Nina Ran was my first shiny in silver. Yo, let's go.
He's from the future.
I like Nina Ran.
Pick up Trunks from Dragon Ball. He's kind of
Yeah, I had a Wingull. I was really happy because in the recent generation of Pokemon, Gengar is my favorite Pokemon for those who don't know. And I did end up catching I believe it was a shiny
he's the
Haunter. The shiny Haunter or Ghastly. It was one of the two, but I ended up getting a shiny Gengar because of it. And that's my favorite Pokemon. So to get a shiny of that, like, made my day.
because he was told Sonic is
And then I also had if anyone's ever played Pixelmon, if you've ever played Pixelmon,
to kill him. But
I got a shiny Coughing in Pixelmon, and then it became a shiny Wheezing. So that was fun. Again, it's Pixelmon. It's more so Minecraft, but
something sounds
still pretty fun. Would know what a Hypno if Pokemon were real? Hypno would be fun.
teaming up.
I love a good Hypno.
Because he doesn't feel morally that that's
Bup. Also, BRB gotta go get some drinks and snacks. Yeah, sounds good. By all means, Otterly, you are going to be part of Pixel Panic. Gotta get them goods. Woo! Don't mind me. I was really hoping that wasn't going to backfire. The story is that his trader is a... Oh, we got Bumper, by the way, the achievement. The story is that his trader is a chef and was trying to perfect his cake recipe, and the Rock Ruff was taste testing all the tries and became chubby when he evolved. That's incredible, actually. That's a very wholesome kind of thing to do, too. Like, probably didn't mean to, like, just eat that much, but it was like taste testing them all. That's fun. Don't worry, not for any nefarious purposes. That's fair. I never thought that would be the case anyways, but even if it was, teach their own. There are people who like what they like, but I totally understand. Oh wait, that's right, Pixel Panic is tonight. Yeah, in about 2 hours. I was going to start streaming a little earlier today, but we ended up going to the festival for a little while, getting some like food and stuff, but it was totally worth it. So even though today's stream is going to be like about a little less than an hour than I had intended, we took care of ourselves first and foremost, and that's what, well, I say that, I guess if we're going to be streaming it, we are still streaming for a good while, so I take that back. We have a healthy stream today. Yeah, for those who don't know,
I'm excited because
I was talking about it earlier, and I'm not going to go off about it more than I have to. It isn't the title of my stream, and if anybody does exclamation mark, I believe it's exclamation mark Subathon, you will get Subathon details from, I believe, my Blue Sky. But we are going to be doing a subathon here in about 2 days. My subathon will be going from August 19th till the 21st. And we are going to be getting subs, bits, whatever that comes through and whatnot. And all that kind of money will be going towards my Project RZ, which is my next big VTuber step. So, very excited. And we're going to be playing Crash 4. It's about time. I might even bring in Retro Achievements Diddy Kong Racing at some point. Possibly. We're going to be playing Henry Stickmin. We're going to be playing Sonic Unleashed with my Zonic mod. We're going to be playing Mario Paint on my last day. We're going to be doing Mario Paint commissions. So I'm very excited for that. It'll be a great time. I don't draw very much, but I'm hoping to get back into the field of drawing. And honestly, if the commissions turn out okay enough, I might take up more in the future. Oh, actually, chat, I have a fun story to tell you. So for those who are aware of me taking up Mario Paint commissions and that I'm going to be drawing them on the third day of my subathon, you want to know what happened? I got all 5 commissions. Whoever like donated the $25 on my Ko-fi, and then Omega, you did the 40, right? Because you did 2 characters. For everybody who did that, not even kidding, PayPal emailed me a couple days later and said, yo, we're gonna like put a lock on your account for a little bit. We have suspicious activity going on. Where's this money coming from? And I was like, oh, I had to like give them my like photo ID and tell them like, oh, it's for the Ko-fi commissions I was hosting on Ko-fi. And it took about a day or so for them to reapprove it, but I had no access to my PayPal properly for about a day or so, and it had my heart like shocked for a minute. I was like, oh my god, what'd I do? I was just trying to take up the commissions. So when I got all 5 of those commissions, they kind of saw that as like, what you doing there, buddy? I'm like, making money and also giving people cool artwork later. I'm sorry? Like, I was scared for a second. I was like, no, not my PayPal. Anything but my PayPal. I use a lot to pay with that, so... It was a bit of a heart attack moment, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. I meant to do this last time, but I didn't do it. We're gonna... Yes, I know it's the wrong way. Shut up, game. We're gonna go this way. I didn't get to pick up the key. 5 commissions too fast, true. They saw this like, bro took up like 5 commissions so fast, like, nah. We gotta run a background check on you. We did get the hidden key, which is an achievement, so we went ahead and grabbed that. But thankfully, we did clear it up. I kind of just went in there and linked each commission and my photo ID, and I'm like, yeah, this is what I was doing. And they're like, okay, you check out. Thank you so much. I'm like, thanks. Actually, funnily enough, chat, PayPal saved me a little bit. I ended up canceling my Hulu recently because I only really wanted the Hulu to watch King of the Hill and to watch the new season, right? Because of the PayPal being suspended, it will decline any payments that are done through PayPal. So Hulu said, oh, we couldn't process your payment method because it's through PayPal, so your subscription's on hold until you fix it. Can you fix it? And I kind of told Hulu, like, actually, I don't want to resubscribe to you. I only wanted you for King of the Hill for like a minute, right? So, and then my PayPal fixed like immediately after I got that email. So I lucked out. So because my PayPal was suspended, they saved me from spending $20 for Hulu for a month. I was like, I'll thank you, PayPal, for being suspended. You saved me $20. Because I wasn't going to use it anymore until either King of the Hill came back or something caught my interest. So, saved me $20. Very funny timing on it, though. It was like a matter of like less than an hour of it being suspended and being unsuspended. I don't know if I'm reaching this. Diddy? Oh. Ooh! I barely won that. Holy frick.
That's the car I use as the Barbie.
Holy frick. That was actually insane. Oh. Oh. Diddy almost passed me up too. I just had enough balloon energy and then the dash pad to pass me through. He had purple, I had rainbow. Rainbow smoke is faster, y'all. So much better. Alright, we need to stop playing as Bumper and switch characters. I've been using Bumper for a little too long. I'm gonna go back in with Drumstick. I recall needing to finish off Drumstick. That's a fun sentence to say. Alright, heading back into the Z file. Here we go. Oh, this might actually do it for us. The plane challenge. Bro, just pulling some Unamusa comeback racing in this game. True. Back in my day, we did it with Diddy Kong Racing characters, and we loved it. We were thankful. You're bumming too long. You're bumming too long. Oh no. That motherfricker in Deltarune is such a bumping. That motherfricker is a sleep paralysis demon. I don't care if he's a sweetheart by like later in the game standards once you beat him. He is a sleep paralysis demon. Absolutely. Diddy Kong Racing? More like Diddy Kong based racing. Just like the Thanksgiving turkey. Let's go ahead and get a little fancy here, right? Woo! And then a little up and down all around. Okay, I didn't want to do it twice. Let's not get cocky now. Let's not get that cocky. He's still behind us.
They have like a huge
Such a fun song, by the way. Very catchy. But a silly one. He is a silly one. He's a silly sleep paralysis demon. Scary, but he is silly. And when he takes off his pumpkin head, you know, secret. Oh, shoot. Let Zonic say the F-bomb. I am stuck. Ahia. I think that's it. There we go. He acts like the one Joel Varg Fred jumping emote. he just hops at the end of your bed.
During the Crossworlds game, it's coming out in September. It's a racing.
Alright, we got ourselves a balloon with drumstick. Drumstick? You need one more, apparently. Or is it all in one go? Because if that's the case, I might have to, oh no. I think because I stopped with drumstick, it didn't count. Okay, we'll just go back in with drumstick. That'll be okay. We have to do Adventure 2 anyways, because, there's an Adventure 2 achievement that we gotta grab. So we'll go ahead and just play as drumstick.
It's Sonic.
He doesn't even paralyze. Don't worry, I'll say it for Z. He'll swears for me. I appreciate it. Oh, I just realized I didn't have my wheel out. Have I been... Oh, I just realized if I'm using my control stick, look how I can, like, jitter my model around. That's really funny. There we go. Sorry about that. He just makes you watch him jump. He's just like he's got very big kid energy. Ah, shoot. I kind of wanted that. Pause! Ah! Silver coins in this particular race is, I would argue, a little harder in the grand scheme of things. Like, I could pull it off, sure, but I'd argue if you're not like a Diddy Kong Racing veteran, this could be a hard one. It's a very big course with multiple paths. Unless you... Oh, shoot. There was a silver coin back there. We'll get it on our second lap. Go ahead and boost. Boost. I swear there was a silver coin on that pathway, but hey, what do I know? I guess I'm wrong. I'm old. That's just a random fun thing to say these days. I'm old. Alright, there is a silver coin here in the water. It's in a very weird space. Not the best. Doable, though, if you know what you're doing. Oh, you know what's a game I need to look up to see if it has retro achievements, chat? Because we can go up to the PS2 era. I should look up Jak and Daxter. I know I've been meaning to run around to, like, Jak 2 and 3 someday. But I should see if Jak and Daxter, or even Ratchet and Clank... Going Commando or Up Your Arsenal, those would be fun with retro achievements. This is going to be the first of my retro achievement series, by the way, so when I do upload these VODs to YouTube, there will be a retro achievements section. Like, I'll make a playlist and everything when the time comes, and we'll have, like, a section dedicated to these retro achievement streams. So if you ever want to, like, go back and, like, watch all the achievement hunting I do, you can. Zonic almost did a swear the other day, but no one noticed, including Zonic, so it doesn't count. I will be the first to tell you. I'll be the first to tell you. I've had moments where I get close, and it's not because I'm wanting to say it. It's because it's a bit more of like a standard slip up. Like you accidentally say it, if that makes any sense. Like you go to say something else, but your mind wasn't quite there, and you're like this close to saying said word. I've had that a few times. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think at day's end, like, I'm going to sound like Mr. Like philosophy here, but it's always a matter of how you use the word as opposed to saying the word. Like, if you use the word in an aggressive way towards somebody, then it hurts. But if you say it in a, like a, oh, what the, and then you say F-bomb or whatever, it's, you know, you're just saying a thing for saying a thing. Maybe you're mad at a game or something, but when you go to somebody, you say, yo, F you, you know, that might be that's where you're drawing the line. It hurts. Or if you have friends that you can say that to in a jokative way, then that's different, right? So, it wasn't towards a person, correct. It was towards the game. Usually, I don't think I usually, like, get mad at anybody, and if it is with friends, it's usually jokatively. At best, I'm probably screaming at the game, realistically. Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy does have retro achievements. Let's go! Thank you, Soul. Honestly, yeah, I'll have to look into that then, because I can see myself liking a thing like that. I remember it was about maybe a month or two ago, maybe a little less than 2 months ago. I saw Harper was doing the retro achievements, and I didn't really know much about it. So I ended up making a tweet saying, like, yo, would anybody be interested in seeing me do this? And quite a few people were like, yeah, that'd be fun to see you do. And I really did some research, and there are some really fun YouTube videos on retro achievements that people, like, break down all the achievements in one video. So even though I'm not going to be the video guy for that necessarily, I want to be the VOD guy. So if people want to, like, go through the entire, like, Twitch VOD of mine and go, yo, where's the Diddy Kong Racing retro achievements videos? I will be, like, the VOD, so people can, you know, go out of their way and go, yo, let's see how you do it, you know? So I'm hoping to be of some justice on YouTube through this series. So, funnily enough, I'm kind of going back to my roots a little bit, and I'm aiming for a bit of a sense of YouTube content in these Twitch streams. Like, there's still going to be Twitch streams at day's end. Like, these are, first and foremost, my Twitch streams. But I'm hoping that the VODs will serve as, like, nice, like, YouTube archives, so people can, like, look up these retro achievement videos. And there we go, we got half of the Whizpig amulet, if I'm not mistaken. Saw an ad for Instacart when they were showing their kids things from the 90s, and I recognized all of them and felt so old. Oh no! We're officially at that point. No. 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 It's kind of, I feel kind of weird that I'm at an age where I could totally be a parent. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm at the age where, I'm at the age where I think my dad was, like, I was, like, born around the age, like, I'm his age when I was born, if that makes any sense. I'm, like, 29, 30. I think he was about that age when I was born. So, it's kind of weird to think, like, oh, God, I could technically be a dad. I wouldn't mind kids someday on a possibility, but in all honesty, I'm not gonna like die if I don't have kids. Like I could do fun like things with my life and goals and whatnot, even if I didn't have kids. Also, I think we're done. Yeah, we did the silver coin challenge. Did we race the walrus twice? I actually don't remember racing the walrus twice. I only remember racing him once. I went to autopilot, guys. Whoops. Also, this is the trophy race, so after this, I need to swap characters, I believe. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. We gotta keep playing his drumstick until we get his achievement. My dad was 23 when I was born. That's fair. 23 is not a bad age. 23 is, like, I'd argue, like, a reasonable, like, not too young, but, like, you know, you got a good couple of adult years going. It's not too shabby. I was the last kid. I was the young lad. I'm the younger brother to my brother. So... Is Retro Achievements still tied to a certain program? So they're tied to multiple programs, funnily enough. So when you go to the website, Retro Achievements, they'll like show you all the consoles that Retro Achievements are available for, right? And whichever one you click on, they'll send you to the appropriate emulator to download. And depending on the emulator, like let's say the one I'm using right now, this is RetroArch. So I went ahead and checked in my RetroArch because it was updated, had retro achievements. Where let's say Dolphin, like the Dolphin emulator I was using for like a good couple of years now didn't have retro achievements. I didn't update it to have that, so I had to go out of my way and get a different Dolphin emulator, more up to date one, and that gave me the retro achievements I needed. But it does depend on the console, I believe. And then you can also check out people's profiles. You can check out like you can go to like my profile, for example. And look up like, oh, let's check up, you know, Zach's profile, and you'll see all the games I've played, all the achievements I've gotten, and you'll see if they're like done legitimately with hardcore mode, or if somebody's done like the whole like turn on cheats, rewind, etc. We're gonna be doing these authentically though. I feel like I'm good enough at something like Diddy Kong Racing that I don't need save states for a game like this. If I fail, I fail, and I can live with that. I know this game pretty darn well, except for Adventure 2, funnily enough. So whenever we get around to Adventure 2, that's going to be very fascinating. So that'll be a fun one. I thought it was still, I thought it was still all RetroArch. Some achievements are tied to cheats. That's funny. That's funny. There's also something called unofficial achievements, but I think that's like either people putting in for achievements and they just haven't been approved by RetroArch or something. Something on those lines, but you can also activate those if you desire. I have those off. I'm assuming that it just depends on the game. If somebody has like unofficial achievements, maybe people put in like their own custom challenges or something. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but we're just working off of the official like retro achievements, and we're doing hardcore mode. So I'm not doing this with save states or rewind or anything like that. The only thing that is allowed is you're allowed to speed up. You're allowed to speed up the emulator. Will that make your life harder? Maybe, but I assume it's more so for like cutscenes. So in case you just want to cut through cutscenes, that's perfectly fine. Nice turning there. That was beautiful. Smash Remix has achievements on retro achievements. Yo, that's actually really awesome. So good to hear because that means ROM hacks and such are involved. And you know me, chat. I'm not opposed to ROM hacks. Those are fun. We need one more banana for my top speed. Let's go ahead and grab that, thank you kindly. One more Nana in these trying times, please. The only thing I never liked about a good Diddy Kong Racing playthrough, and it's not that I don't mind it, it's just that you will have done it for the third time up to this point, but when you do the trophy race of whatever section you're in, this is the third time I've had to play this course. It's you play it once, you play it a second time for silver coins, then you play it a third time for the trophy race. And it's not that hard. Like, you know, I'd argue the silver coins part is the hardest. So you're really just going through it again and racing again. It's not, like, bad per se. It's just that you've done it for the third time. And it's a matter of, you know, hey, make sure you get your maximum points to get the first place trophy, right? So that way you can get the end of the game final world. But for somebody like me who's like, I mean, not to toot my own horn, I'm not going to call myself the best Diddy Kong racing player in the world. But, like, yeah, it's just kind of like another race for me. So I'm kind of just going through the trophy racing for the sake of unlocking the last area. But at least this go around, we have a bit more incentive to, like, go out and get an achievement, right? So now we're stacked at 18 points with good old drumstick. We got 2 more races. We'll be grabbing the trophy, and I believe we will get another achievement for this. And after we get this achievement, I'm going to let you guys know how many achievements we have. I can actually go to the website and tell you, like, what I have and what I don't have numbers-wise. So far, we've got a pretty good chunk, though. Like, we've gone pretty solid so far. And we will have to make a part 2 to the stream, though, because there's no way I'm doing this in one go. With retro achievements involved, I have to pay a bit more attention to all that I do. Shoot. Crashing to the wall a little bit there. I'm okay, just a concussion. Don't mind me. Mark, 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 mark. Okay, around that wall. We got this. Okay, let's go ahead and grab blue balloon number 1. We're gonna grab knot number 2. Big sad hours. Yeah, okay. Hey, Diddy, I'm gonna hit you with this rocket if you pass me. Don't think about it, bucko. We're actually gonna take this path instead. Wreck 'em. Got... Ooh, I'm hearing rockets. Ooh, Diddy actually took the path. Hold on here. We need to watch out for him. Ooh, almost got that balloon. Would have been nice. We do have our top speed now, and that should do it. Very fun way to end the level, but that worked. There we go. Our sacks is up to 27. We got 1 more race, and we're golden. I don't believe you have to, like, have the maximum amount of points. You just have to get first place, to my knowledge. So even if I flubbed this race, like, get 4th or something, I think I would still get the achievement. Could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I'll have to double check on the achievement. But honestly, you know what's funny? I've had this itch for, like, years now to do, like, achievement hunting on, like, Xbox or PlayStation. Because I kind of used to do that back in the heyday. Not even for, like, gamer score, per se. Because I didn't really, like, brag it to anybody. I didn't really have a whole ton of friends at one point in time to, like, go, like, yo, check out my gamer score. Like, I wasn't even that kind of guy. It was just kind of fun to have, like, more incentive to, like, aim for something in a video game. You know, you gotta play something like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, and that game just goes, yo, what if you go out of your way and do this funny, silly little thing, right? And I'm like, oh, like, cool, I can do that. And like, it gives me more reason to play the game. Like, I just found it more fun to just to have more to do. Yo, Leo64, good to see you again. Welcome back. Let's see. One thing I like about the area around my apartment complex is that occasionally I have the opportunity to see Bunny hopping around. It's nice. I'm glad you mentioned that, Otterly, because 1, I agree with you, and 2, when I was cleaning one of the rooms the other day at my job, like one of the patient rooms, it was empty, by the way. It was an empty patient room. There was like a little bunny munching away at whatever was nearby the window, so he literally hung out with me for like a good 30-40 minutes of my shift, just nearby. I was like a little bunny friend. I love him. We love bunnies. Chat, would you love me if I was still a bunny? Like, if I was a bun, if I was a little bunny, would I be cared for? Asking for a friend. Don't worry, Z, I'll check your gamer score. I appreciate you, Omega. Omega, you seem like the type of friend that would, like, we would bounce back with our gamer scores to see, like what we've all earned and whatnot in our games. I say that as, like, I feel like I have a lot of friends that would. Otterly, would you care for a thing like that? Actually, we kind of did talk about retro achievements in recent. I suppose you would, wouldn't you? Honestly, yeah. Snowflake Mountain Trophy, there we go. Pretty easy peasy. Oh, that's awesome, dude. I would give you a big freaking carrot. Yo, let's go. The big carrot. Oh, totally would, 100%. Let's go. I'll be honest with you, like, I know they're kind of locked behind typically, like, Xbox and PlayStation, and then the occasional video game these days. Oh, by the way, this is my favorite, like, little battle map in Diddy Kong Racing. Personally, either this or the water level version. I think it's Dark Cavern or something. I forget what it's called. I should know the name of the water one. Kind of hated myself for not remembering it. But anyways, that one or this one's my personal favorites. I missed. There we go. No, but I was gonna say, I feel like with them being attached to Xbox and PlayStation, there's not as much of a strong desire for achievement hunting, because I don't really play like Xbox that much these days, and not even PlayStation for that matter. But then there's Steam. You could argue Steam's pretty solid. But yeah, like attaching them to like retro video games, like, you know, like ones we've grown up with and whatnot. Like I feel like that makes it more fun to want to like grab more achievements. I've been shot by Banjo, but I can live with that. If I'm gonna get shot by anybody. Oh, I missed. Shot the light though. But yeah, no, I feel like attaching them to like classic video games definitely, like, it makes me desire that a bit more than being on like older video games. Like give me more reason to want to play my games over and over again, right? Like, I can see myself tearing through a lot of NES achievements with retro achievements, or heck, the achievement bingo idea tossed your way before. I definitely want to give that bingo one an idea, if we could ever get the opportunity for it, because I feel like that would make things interesting. Again, I don't think anyone's done that, so that'd be fascinating. Oh, I just realized something. Yeah, what's up? What be going on? I'm gonna go ahead and make a nice turn here. Ooh, I didn't realize Tip Top was gonna get hit there. I might wait a second. Ooh, okay, hang on, let's go on up. I didn't realize that Kirby in the Forgotten Land DLC comes out on the 28th of this month. I thought it was the 26th. Yes, I believe it comes out the 28th. I think that'll be... I believe I'm streaming the 28th. I'm going to be doing Kirby in the Forgotten Land DLC. And then I want to say the 29th onwards will be a minute till I stream again, because I think that's the Raiders tourney. So I'm going to put my foot in the door, play the Kirby DLC, and then I'll probably like get ready for like Raiders. If that makes any sense. I might also... I just thought of a genius idea. What if I did retro achievements with Sonic Riders? That's a good way to train up. Plus, you're getting in, like, retro achievements. That's not a bad idea. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Ooh, okay, okay. I got this big old smile on my face now. It's not a bad idea. Really like that idea? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Because they've got GameCube, so... Oh, Banjo's got 6 bananas, and so do I. We're tied right now. He's gonna be up top. He might come crashing down, though. Let's see. Banjo, did you ever... Oh, here he comes. Hi. I'm gonna let you kind of go here. Go, Mr. Banjo. I'll follow you. I'll follow you. I'll be your assassin for the day. Ooh, I was really hoping I'd get that shot. Let me look at the achievements for real quick now. I'm curious. Let me know. Let me know if those achievements are worthwhile. Because if they are, I might actually do them. I better slow down. Woo! He almost got me. Grazed me a little bit there. Chicken to my tenders. Okay. Oh, let's try to get fancy. Got a little too fancy there. It's not what I wanted, but okay. I'll take a look at those artists if you got time. Yeah, sure. Definitely try to do that here when I can. Yeah, I can recommend you like a bunch. I know in that one Discord that I have you and Zinni for the project that we're doing, or like that project. I have put people in the recommendations for people to commission. There's always that list, and then I can also show you like people I've like, actually found in recent. Because it's not the whole list. I've sometimes just found people and just flat out like shot them a DM. Well, let me actually like pull out my phone. This is for you. I think Lexi may have had some containers and I don't want to throw anything away. Let's see here. Let me check. Okay. I'll get to that in just a second. We got a piece of the TT amulet. Hey, honey. My mom was wondering if there was anything in the fridge that you want thrown out. Like, I think you had a couple containers. Question mark?
Oh, yeah, probably. I have to make new things.
Yeah.
I only have the one container.
Okay. Let me let her know that.
If it's the rice and veggies, she can throw that out. I have to make
If
new rice.
it's...
There's not that much.
Yeah. Rice and veggies container.
Oh, I can't just use it.
Said you can throw it out. The high C I overheard earlier. That's okay. Sorry for buying them.
Same thing for Sunny D's kid.
Sunny D's not good, technically speaking. That's fair. There's really good ones out there we can get. There's always good ones. Alright, so we already did the trophy race. What happened? Alright, let's go ahead and quit the game and we're going to swap characters. Here's one. Clear the Heroes Cup in the World Grand Prix with 50 points while performing at least 30 X rank air tricks during the cup. Play with the default rule settings. No Lightboard, Legend, or Supersonic. Interesting. Very interesting. Ooh, that's a spicy... That'd be a spicy achievement. With 50 points while performing at least 30 X rank air tricks during the cup. Alright. Interesting. I forgot I kind of started playing the title screen again. Sorry about that. Please tell me we got Drumsticks achievement. I'll be 100% real with you. I think I got distracted. I may have left without doing that. Dino Domain, the star of the game, Bumper the Badger. Bro, I forgot the frickin' drumstick one again. Alright, we're going back in with drumstick. I am so sorry. Again, we have to do Adventure 2 to get more of the achievements. So it's not like we can't just get the rest of them through Adventure 2, but man, I am butchering the 5 balloons achievement. I keep leaving as I keep thinking I got the achievement, and then I've done like the trophy race, and it makes me think I've done a bunch of racing. Alright, let's go ahead and... Auga. I love that honk. Change vehicle. We're gonna go with plane. Alright, we're gonna go to the water area, and we're not leaving until we get at least 5 balloons as drumstick. Holy frick, until we get 5. Alright, let's do this. This is a world... Thank you for the nuggie. Alright, got the lovely Whale Bay. We're gonna go ahead and start here. What a beautiful level, though. Like, say what you will about the N64, but, like, look at this water. For the time, this was solid. Like, for being, like, a 3D game and tackling that water and whatnot, like, man, not too shabby. Yo, let's go, Dancing Cat. We love him. Yeeg. The music here is also super solid. Yeah, I'm not leaving until we get drumsticks, 5 golden balloons. I have butchered that achievement so badly. People are gonna find my retro achievement streams and go, bro, you're not even doing it well. I'm like, I'm sorry. I will do it. Not very well, though. I will do it just okay. I will hit my quota one way or another. Professional I am. I also said to somebody the other day, you could technically boot up like a new file and just get the hub balloons if you really wanted to and do like one race and call it a day. But not only is that the most cheap way of doing it, it would also just be the most tedious. Just starting up a new file, getting 4 balloons in the hub, racing once, do it again, like this. It'd be a pain in the A. It'd be the biggest pain in the A. Yeah, the magnet didn't work. Rude. I think we lapped Pipsy just now. That's hilarious. All right. Just woke up from the weirdest dream. Yo, Zama, welcome on in. I had one moment in a dream last night that was kind of uncomfortable. I will not elaborate, unfortunately, for it is just a dumb moment, but I can't complain. I had good sleep. I'll take days like that where I get good sleep. No, I'm dropping things. Hold on a minute. Omega, technically I could tell you what it is. Like, I'm not gonna call it like the worst thing in the world. I don't even know why I dreamt it. If you want to know what it is, I can tell you in DMs, but for the life of me, like, it's kind of an awkward, like, I don't know, it's just weird. Just a weird part of my dream. Not a bad thing, though. I didn't wake up and, like, feel bad about it. I was just kind of like, oh, okay, well, that was weird. Kind of just shrugged it off, but I can tell you here in a second. Let me finish this race. Listen, I'm not gonna judge. No, that's fair. Genuinely, I don't even know why I, like, dreamt it. It was just really dumb. Really dumb thought. Funnily enough, it involves a character that is a very once-in-a-blue-moon person I used to know. Once-in-a-blue-moon. I always get, like, dreams like this every couple of months. And I guess that was that time frame.
You could look like King, or your King, or is literally...
Oh, you too, huh? Yeah. Literally dreamed about all the Sonic VTubers I heard about playing a fishing game. I joined the fishing game. I said, I don't know how to fish, but then caught Steve the fish. Say that name in French? Oh, no. Not the French. Funnily enough, we were making some kind of French joke, I think, yesterday during Sonic Rivals 1 and 2. For the life of me, I can't think of what it was, but... I think it's because Backbone, who made Sonic Rivals 1 and 2, they are, I believe, a Canadian company. And I'd somehow wrapped in a French joke, like French Canadian kind of thing. Bow, 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 bow. I'll be honest, I don't really dream all that much. Neither do I. Usually I just kind of sleep, or it's like a very deep sleep to where I don't have dreams. Which I prefer. I would rather not have dreams. If I'm going to have dreams, I want them to be fun, but I feel like those are once in a blue moon too. Usually my dreams are just stupid. The best dreams I tend to have in recent years are just the ones where I'm at a game, like a classic game store, buying like a classic video game. I don't know why I have those dreams, but that's like the best I'll have. And for the weirdest reasons, I don't know why, I have really good dreams about making water parks in my head. Like, I'll have a dream where, like, a water park is gorgeous. There's all these fun slides, and I don't know why I dream that. The French Canadian has arrived, and as soon as you spoke about Canada, of course. Good timing, Spade. Good timing. Very good timing. By the way, Spade, a little bit of bad news, but some good news. In the grand scheme of things, we're good, right? We're Gucci. But... you know how I remember when you gave me the ability, like, oh, you should get the Saturn build for SRB 2 cart and all that, right? Remember how I like extracted it all in my download, so all the files were random? So they were scattered and not organized, which is very unlike me. I usually have like a folder for it. Anyways, I went to clean up my PC like a couple days ago, sometime between our last collab and today's Pixel Panic, right? And at some point, I must have deleted something important, and they were like, "You're missing a file or two to open up SRB2 cart." So like, we just can't open it anymore. And for the life of me, I struggled to fix it. I was like, "What file am I missing? What am I doing?" Anyways, I ended up just redoing the Saturn build. I still have all the mods and stuff you sent me. I put them all back in and everything. But for the life of me, I messed up my SRB2 cart. But now it's in a folder. It is now organized and it's in a proper folder. So it sucked. But now we have it all tucked away where it should be. So I took the time. I was like, you know what? If I'm fricked, I'm going back in, like, just redoing everything. So it scared me because we had Pixel Panic today. And I don't even like having things out of its folder. Like, it should have been in the folder from the get-go, right? I'm very folder-orientated. So the fact I had all that scattered just scared the heck out of me. But we're good. I literally had to tell, like, my staff this morning. I'm like, I had a heart attack. I was getting ready for Pixel Panic, and I thought, Jesus, I'm gonna be ruined here today. I'm not gonna be able to play. But we're Gucci. Worst case scenario, I could have played like base SRB2 cart, but I don't know, man. After the Saturn build, I kind of can't go back. I always wake up at 2 p.m. PST on the weekends. Gosh, I think when it's the weekend, because I'm somebody who wakes up around like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning for work, and I go to my job at 10 a.m., and then I get home at like 6:30, right? If it's my weekend off, the longest I will sleep until is like, I think, 12 or 1 p.m. Like, usually it's 1 p.m. at the best. On my weekend recently, I've actually been waking up around like 10 or 11, which I actually don't mind. We have a festival very close by to where I live. So I've been waking up at like 10 or 11, and then around like 12 or 1, I head on over to this festival. We've gotten like street corn. We've gotten like, I got a thing like a blue raspberry milkshake. I've had, God, what else did I have? I had a bourbon chicken. If anyone's ever had bourbon chicken, that's super good. One of my favorite like malt delicacies is getting some bourbon chicken at like at a Chinese place. I've had, oh God, what else did I have? I had a lemonade refresher. Bourbon chicken looks so good, by the way. Dude, that bourbon chicken, I'm not even kidding. That person was like, I'm so sorry for the wait on the bourbon chicken. I was like, you didn't take that long. I was like, it hasn't been that long, has it? I don't know why you're saying sorry to me. I received the chicken. I go to eat it, and it was cooked so good. And I was like, what do you mean? You cooked it up so fast and it was made so well. What are you talking about? It was so good, chat. It came with rice and everything. It was so good. I ate so good before today's stream, and I'm happy I did. I'm usually really bad about like cooking up something like decent before stream. Woo! Oh my God, we're just moving a little too fast there. Hold on now. That bourbon chicken looked divine. It was so good. I love me some bourbon chicken. I know this is gonna sound really dumb. I'm gonna say this and say it sounds dumb, but maybe you guys will get it. Have you ever had that like one food that you had as a kid, and for some reason you associate it with like the memories of your childhood, or like maybe the video games you were playing at that point in time or something? For me, there was a mall, which the mall I'm talking about, by the way, Omega, is the mall I want to take you to. It's my childhood mall. I would always get a thing of bourbon chicken there as a kid. And obviously when you're a kid and you're at the mall, maybe you go and get a video game. And I remember getting like stuff like Diddy Kong Racing and Banjo-Kazooie and all these other like N64 games or Dreamcast or whatever at the time. But it would always be associated with like that mall and getting some like bourbon chicken or something. And so yeah, kind of getting Bourbon Chicken earlier in the day today, and then playing Diddy Kong Racing. I feel very nostalgic today, funnily enough. Like that's very much something I would have done. I hate to say this, like 25 years ago. That's very much something I would have done 25 years ago. But hey, you know what? Never change sometimes. Why change what still works? Bourbon Chicken's great. Diddy Kong Racing's great. I ain't arguing with it. Woo-loo-loo, it's alright in the cooler. I freaking love Boomhauer. There was a Boomhauer photo I saved the other day where he goes, "It's the dang old weekend, man." I'm gonna post it every time it's a Saturday in my server. It's the dang old weekend, man. Moles are dead thanks to Timu and Sheen. I hate Timu and Sheen. Or Shane or Sheen. I've actually not heard of that last one, but Timu, unfortunately I have a couple coworkers who like Timu. I don't really care for stuff like that on a personal, or even like the TikTok shops or whatever. I will say this, my mall in the early 2010s, I was like, I kind of wish my mall would die, because I loved my childhood mall growing up, but it kind of got to a point where it just was not good anymore. So I was like, I kind of wish you would like shut down, not because I want you to shut down, but because it's kind of hard to watch you kind of become a husk of yourself. Let me tell you, chat, in recent years, like the last like 5-6 years, my mall went from like boring, not great, losing good stores to like, we have the best of the best now. It's such a good mall. There's like a Pokemon store. There's like a dedicated Pokemon store. There's an anime store. There's an anime bar and grill. Hot Topic, Box Lunch, GameStop if you still like GameStop. I'm not a huge fan of GameStop per se, but there are sometimes things there I don't mind. A good food court. I love Bath and Body Works. Dick's Sporting Goods got a huge renovation recently to where it has what's it called? It's got batting cages now and rock climbing. It's like what my mall went from boring to whoa, like it's fun now. So I love going to the mall when I can now. It's got Round One. If you know what Round One is, Round One's a fantastic arcade place. It's better than Dave and Buster's in my opinion. It's great. Also, N-Tier, hello. It's good to see you. I miss you. How you doing? It is good to see you. Hope life's been going well. We love the lovely N-Tier. Actually, do we have any mods on deck that can give N-Tier a shout out for me? Can we get a shout out for N-Tier? N-Tier is a very good friend and very fun content creator. I'm gonna go back into Whale Bay, I think. I think we need to get one more balloon with you before we get the achievement. Yes, there we go. I'm doing so good, thank you. Yo, let's go. Yes, everybody in chat land, please go give the lovely N-Tier a follow for me. N-Tier is fantastic. Very fun model, very fun character. Very cool friend. Can't recommend enough. That'll be my recommendation for the day. I've been giving like my recommendation of the day every now and then when I stream. We're going to recommend N-Tier today. N-Tier's fantastic. Alright, there we go. We got 5 of the 8 silver coins. You are too kind. I want to give credit where credit's due. You work very hard. You put out cool content. If I can, any way, shape, or form help in that way, I'm going to do it. So it makes the dream work. I have returned. Yo, Flame Crystal, welcome back. How y'all doing? Something is stuck in my head. Here, let me yoink that out for you. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm trying to remember what song I got stuck in my head earlier. I've had, not Undertale, Deltarune music got stuck in my head recently. Henna's boss theme, if you will. Such a good song. Not long. But granted, Deltarune music's just good. We love Deltarune. I'm gonna grab this real. Oh, I didn't get the balloon. Sad. Can we also talk about how we beat that octopus boss? Like I went to autopilot just talking about whatever, right? Can we talk about how I defeated that octopus like it was nothing? Like the first one's easier than the second one, but I kind of just knocked it out like it was nothing. That was awesome. All right, we're gonna go ahead and quit the game. We are officially done with Drumstick. I am so sorry that I butchered his balloon grabbing achievement like 3 times over. But we're already done with him. So we've got Crunch, Diddy, Drumstick, and Bumper done. We get to play Banjo now. Banjo. Wahoo. Bless up. You know what? Just for the time being, I know this is going to be dumb. Well, nah, never mind. I'll stick to my model. I was going to swap to my Banjo outfit, but I think I'll stick with the one that has a wheel. Bahoo. Mario, wait, hang on. You know what game that doesn't have a great... Oh, sorry. You know what game doesn't have a great soundtrack? Mario Luigi Brothership. There is one song in that game, N-Tier, that I really do like. But yeah, I'm not going to call it like the best soundtrack or anything like that. There are some songs that are good, but not all of them. But funnily enough, even though I'm a big Mario fan, I'm not even going to go out of my way and say, like, I'm big on the Mario Luigi games. Those are, like, one of the very few things in the Mario franchise I've not touched upon very much. So, I've not played Superstar Saga or anything like that. It's kind of blasphemy for a Mario fan, I'm sure. But, hey, you know what?
But this is the YouTube channel. This is the studio.
That's just me being a hack. You'll have to forgive me.
Digital
That's a heck of a take.
but they hate
Literally, someone said it's a blue hedgehog that runs fast. How do you apply logic to that? And that's when you played Sonic 06. That's incredible. I think that's the beauty of something like, you know, your Sonic, your Marios, etc. Is that, you know, when you think of like Plumber, like of all characters, a plumber going out after a princess, saving them from a big old turtle guy, like that's the dumbest thing when you just say it out loud. But Nintendo rolled with it and made it work. Like it's such a dumb thought, like when you say it out loud, but it works. Play Superstar Saga. I'm not the biggest RPG person. Superstar Saga is gold. I need to. I absolutely need to. Superstar Saga is your favorite Mario game? No, genuinely, I feel like as a Mario fan, like, I'll be 100% real with you, chat. I'm guilty of not playing a lot of the Mario RPGs or even finishing them. I have beaten Paper Mario 64. I've beaten Thousand Year Door. I've played Super Paper Mario. I've tried a little bit of Sticker Star. That one was okay. Never played Origami King. Never played Color Splash. And out of the Mario Luigi games, I've only played Brothership, and I've technically played Paper Jam with the one with Paper Mario, but I'm gonna be so real with you, that game's dog water. Sorry if anybody likes that one. Yeah, I'm kind of guilty of not playing a lot of those. I've never beaten Mario RPG, which I want to someday. I got pretty far in it, but I never continued it. Kind of want to continue that at some point. But even though I'm a big Mario fan, I've kind of like never been the biggest RPG guy, but I do want to change that at some point. Definitely need to give Superstar Saga a whirl and put that underneath my belt, because I hear very good things about that one, and I hear very good things about Bowser's Inside Story. And from what I hear, Partners in Time is an interesting one, but also like technically a good one. I hear it's like got like an interesting mechanic or whatever. But and then Dream Team, I've heard various things about Dream Team. I don't know if I can throw anything out there about that one, but not the biggest RPG. Oh, I already read that one. I'm sorry. Doi. Oh yeah, definitely. I'd love to see you play it. Absolutely. Definitely got to give it a whirl someday. Would you guys recommend the GBA game or the 3DS one? Because I technically own both. One through the Switch Online, and then the other one, Toys R Us was shutting down, and I ended up getting Superstar Saga remake cheaper at Toys R Us. Because again, they were shutting down. Excuse me. All the other Mario Luigi games had the same composer, and she did an incredible job on all of them. They changed the composer for Brothership, and it shows. Okay, so it's a lot more obvious compared to the other Mario Luigi games. That's kind of a darn shame, honestly. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, in tier, but was the person behind the Superstar Saga, like all the other Mario Luigi games, was that the same person who went to go make the Kingdom Hearts music? I could be wrong about that. It is? Okay. I thought that was the case. So yeah, they're legendary though.
They also have lots of merch.
The person who used to babysit me owned but wouldn't. Oops, hang on. Chat moved up a little bit. Owned but wouldn't let me play or my brother play. Superstar Saga is better than on GBA. Okay, gotcha. So we'll play the OG GBA one. I feel like that's where the charm is anyway, so I'd probably play that one anyways. Hang on here. Got it. Honestly, I'm with Flame and Conquer. So GBA. Gotcha. Yeah, no, definitely. If I hit it up, we'll play it on the Switch. The Switch 2, if you will. That is not a direction. I thought there was a coin there for some reason. I mean, you aren't going to surpass Yoko Shimamura, the GOAT, unless you're the SNK sound team. Honestly, that's fair. There are just some people who have that, like history that it's really hard to surpass their, like, years of wisdom and work ethic and whatnot. I mean, for heck's sake, Koji Kondo's birthday was the other day. I don't, like, usually when I see, like, oh, happy birthday to so-and-so, as they're the voice of whoever, or they do this work or whatever, I normally don't, like, sit down and go, yo, happy birthday to this person, because I'm like, oh, that's nice, it's their birthday. I kind of just keep moving on and keep scrolling on Twitter. I'm like, that's neat that that's their birthday. I had to stop the other day and say happy birthday to the legendary Koji Kondo, because Koji Kondo is just a whole nother level. Like, they're so legendary that, like, you gotta acknowledge their work. They've done so much in recent years. And the fact that they're 64 years old and they're still killing it, like, man, I love that man and his work. Like, I don't know if he speaks any form of English. I'm assuming maybe not, but if I could ever, like, speak to him, I would love to tell him, like, thank you for everything that you've done, because he's done so much. He's done so much of, like, everything that I've really enjoyed. But calling Brothership music not good is a bit of a strong take compared to not as good as the others. I would definitely say maybe not as good as the others. There was a particular island in Brothership that I love the song. I had it on repeat for like a month or two. So like I feel like that at least speaks volumes. I never got to play the entirety of Brothership, so I can't really go out of my way and like judge the whole shebang. But I will say to each their own. If somebody doesn't like the soundtrack, that's totally fair. The original games probably did have the better music, but like, again, I'm not a Mario and Luigi guy yet. I'm like not a proper one. No, it sucks. Dang. No, I was gonna say oh god, I was gonna say there's a song in Mario and Luigi. I think it's like one of the final boss themes or whatever, but it's a really good song. Even I've not played the games, but even I know like they're really solid. Ooh, we're getting curvy here. We did get all the coins in one run though, so that's pretty baller. Main villain for most of the game didn't even have his own theme. Oh, that's a darn shame, honestly. Need to finish Brothership. I got 3 main islands in and need to finish. That's fair. I think I got about 2 islands in, and then I ended up like stopping. So I need to finish. Oh, hang on, I'm sorry. Nor did Bowser, and the final boss theme is awful. None of the other songs stuck out. That's fair in all honesty. I think that's, like, people don't realize how important, like, a soundtrack is to a video game. Because if a video game doesn't have memorable music, it makes the game a lot less memorable in general, in my opinion. Like, I remember me and GK were playing Sonic Rivals 1 and 2 on her channel yesterday. And a lot of the music in that game is good, but there were a couple songs that I was like, oh, I don't actually remember these songs. So it kind of adds to that whole, like, it's a bit of an under-the-radar Sonic game, Sonic Rivals 1 and 2, because some of the songs are a little forgettable. Not all of them. Like, a good handful of them are good, but there are a handful that are kind of, like, not bad, but kind of forgettable.
That's fun.
And I don't like dock points for those, but they... Yeah, if you got a little bit of forgettable music, maybe your game, to a degree, will be a little forgettable. A little bit. But, like, something like Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, I could even tell you, outside of maybe the title theme, like, the music of that game, right? Like, it's such a forgettable soundtrack that I feel like that's what really lays into the score for me when it comes to a game like that. That's the thing about opinions. Everyone has them, and they are entitled to them. That's true. It's very true. I've had people tell me they don't like Pac-Man World 2. They think it's got issues and it's not good or whatever. And there's a lot of people I know who do like it. It's got issues for sure, but it's fun. But if somebody told me they didn't like it, I wouldn't go out of my way and go, you don't like Pac-Man World 2? I'd go, that's fair. I understand. The game's not perfect. Especially if you didn't like it for like the boss battles. I couldn't even like defend and go, you don't like the boss battles? Like, I understand. A couple of them are a bit of a pain in the A. I'm not even about to tell you that they're... Ooh, perfect. As soon as I find an opening on this guy, hold on. Ooh, for some reason my eyes got irritated suddenly. They should be mid-length. I like Pac-Man World 3. I don't think it's as good as a good of a game. I just like it. No, I could agree to that. I think, so with me with Pac-Man World 3, I think it's the weakest of the 3. I think it's definitely the black sheep. It's not as good. It's got flaws. But there's like a certain level of charm. Ooh, we actually passed him up. Yeah, it's an okay game at best. It certainly tried something different. You got to give them that, even though it wasn't like the definitive Pac-Man experience. Like, yeah, they tried something different. There's not a lot of companies that try something different and actually try to do good with it, like the Spectral Ghost and whatnot. Like, you gotta admit, it was definitely like an interesting formula. I would argue that was the most weird formula for a Pac-Man game until we got Shadow Labyrinth. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's probably the weirdest we've gotten for anything Pac-Man wise until Shadow Labyrinth. They tried something different, and even though it's not the best one, it, you know, gotta give them props for that. I think Pac-Man World 1 is the safest bet in terms of like a like through and through Pac-Man experience, and then Pac-Man World 2 is also in that same boat, and then 3 just kind of like tried something completely different. I will say Pac-Man World Rally, however, now that's a fun game. Not good, not bad, exactly. Kind of down the middle. What about Battle Royales? That game is like Pac-Man through and through. It was different, but not in the good way. It's just a little bit of an awkward game. In my opinion, all the final boss themes in Mario and Luigi games up to Dream Team were amazing. That's fair. I've heard some bad OSTs in my time. Brothership OST sounds more like a forgettable than outright bad, but that's just how I see it. I personally only remember 2 songs from the game, the battle theme and level up music. That's fair. You can't frick up the level up music in a Mario and Luigi game, though, because I feel like that's the part that makes you feel like you're doing a good job. You got to get that part down right.
I'll try.
So, there's been like 3 Pac-Man Battle Royale games. Yeah, I think I recall at least there's Pac-Man 99, then there's actual Pac-Man Battle Royale, then I believe they like redid the Pac-Man Battle Royale game, right? So, let me check F1 here. Let's see. Did I get the Banjo achievement? Crunch. Start of the game bumper, drumstick. No, we haven't got it yet. So still got to play this Banjo. That's okay. Do not want to be giving up on that sooner than I have to. Alright, let's go ahead and do the trophy racing then. We also tackled the octopus guy pretty easily again. He's usually a pretty hard boss, but we did that pretty okay.
I got a call from here. No, it's okay, Alexis.
Oh. And 2 are just the same game. I still can't believe we spent money on Chop Champs. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be better about spending money on certain games going forward, because I feel like in certain regards, like you'll know when a game is not gonna do well. I bought Chop Champs thinking, yeah, this one's probably not gonna pan out very well, but I tried it anyways because I'm like, yeah, I'm a Pac-Man enthusiast. But I believe, like after playing the original Battle Royale game with the Stadia, and I tried the demo out or whatever. Fun fact, actually, if anybody's familiar with Twitter's YouTube gaming Twitter account, they actually put a post out saying like, yo, Pac-Man Battle Royale, and they put me out there as my video being like the coverage of Pac-Man Battle Royale. I'm like, you know it's bad when I'm like the front page of YouTube gaming for Pac-Man Battle Royale for the day, because that means like if it's from my point of view, like I'm tackling it and I'm the one advertising the game for that day, and I consider the demo kind of just like okay and didn't really want to buy Stadia or anything like that, like that's when you know you kind of fricked up. Like, I'm the one who got advertised for YouTube Gaming's thing for that day, for Pac-Man, and even I didn't think the game was all that good. Like, that's, ooh, what does that say about your game? Like, I don't know. And I wasn't trying to, like, throw Pac-Man under the water or anything like that, by the way. Like, I've done Pac-Man stuff for Bandai Namco, funnily enough, at one point. So, it's not that I would do that on purpose. I was just being honest. And then when they redid it and, like, brought it back out with, like, the Switch variant and PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam and all that, I was kind of sitting there like, I mean, I'll play with friends, but we'll see. And like, yeah, it just did not pan out to be a good game. So. Alright, so we're doing the trophy racing right now, which is pretty straightforward, so I'm not going to worry too much about focusing on the trophy race. It's pretty easy peasy to finish here. Ba 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 da. Ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 da. Do 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 do. Also, I think GK had some kind of phone call, so she had to like leave the room. So if I was quiet there for like a good handful of seconds, that's why. Not exactly sure who was calling her. Am I the only one, like, knock on wood, but am I the only one, like, when I get phone calls, I get anxiety? Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't mind if it's, like, my parents or, like, a family member or something. But if it's, like, my boss, I'm like, oh, man, what's this going to be? But if it's, like, an unknown number, my anxiety skyrockets for whatever reason. I'm not even, like, an anxiety-type guy, but, like, I don't like phone calls. Like, what do you want? Like, half the time I feel like it's just people either A, trying to scam you, or B, want your money or something. It's like, bro, frick off. Hi. What's up? Oh, I can mute, yeah. Give me a second, everybody. It's not a bad thing, chat, by the way. It's good. Just for the record, we're chuckling over it.
Sorry.
It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, actually. The GK cameo.
2735.
Let me tell you about the saxophone under the moon.
Aviation.
Listen here, you. Let me tell you about the saxophone under the moon. The saxophone? Oh, you say you like jazz? I do love jazz, actually. GK stole Zonic.
Nuh-uh.
I've been stolen.
Nuh-uh.
We got about an hour and 9 minutes till Pixel Panic.
Take your time.
No, it's a racing game. We gotta go fast.
Then.
No, don't say that.
Durgan.
The reason why I can't take my time is because we're doing trophy race. I gotta win.
Trophy race.
Trophy race. I'm winning. I can't stop winning. We got a dragon. I showed them the courage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a little photo of the courage.
I'm
Actually,
trying to figure out what to name this dragon.
everyone in Chatland, most of you guys have seen it because I showed it earlier.
I think I'm gonna name him Espresso.
Espresso.
Yeah. Espresso, and then I have my slug named Croissant.
I showed him earlier, but it's
Aw, cute. Yeah.
this little guy. We love courage.
He's really well made, honestly.
Like people can say what they will like about like 3D printed things, but I love like a little 3D printed courage. He's cool. He was only $5. I had to get him. He was a little
You should
$5
just call
courage.
GK a phantom thief with how often
That's
she's
fair.
stolen your heart, or liver, or kidney, or bones, or spleen.
That's funny. Omega redeemed the TTS. We should just call GK a phantom thief for how often she's stolen your heart, or liver, or kidney, or I almost said bones, or spleen. He stole my boons.
Here's your maple lollipop sweater.
Thank you. I have added to my lollipop collection.
Yay.
I'd still rather play 2001 than SVC Chaos. The computer cheats in that game / reads inputs. A little bit of popcorn.
She said popcorns are good for me for snacking due to the fact that they have the carbohydrates I need.
That's fair.
That's cool.
That's
also said
fair.
She doesn't want me to snack too much.
Yeah, I understand. Well, that's why, like, the other day when we were getting ready to stream, I was like, why are you snacking? We should make food, and then, yeah, I kind of get like that, so.
Oh, seriously, you getting on the topic.
Okay. You know, I'm going to do something really dumb. I really shouldn't do this during a trophy race, but hear me out, right? Hear me out, I can catch up. I shouldn't do this during a... Oh! The waves. During a trophy race, are you mad? A little bit. Let's see if I can pull it off, chat. Let's see if I can pull it off. Please get up on land, you son of a gun. Please get up on land, you son of a gun. Z, listen. I got this. I'm gonna be gamer. If I mess up, then I mess up. Believe in me. Believe in the me that believes in you. That's me crashing into a wall. Okay, I need to lock in big time. I believe they've already passed the finish line at least once. Thankfully, it's just lap 1, so maybe I can come back from this. Alright, hear me out, hear me out. I'm not taking the zip pad as to make sure that I take this corner. There we go. Oh, they are literally about to lap me. Oh, Jesus. Okay, hold on. There we go. Use all them zip pads, chat. This might have actually been a really bad idea. Down, down, down. Nice turn. Nice turn. I don't think I'm actually going to win this now. If I'm being 100% real with you. I did not realize how bad that choice was. Ooh. If I can even get like a good placement in the trophy race, I might be able to swing this big mate. Oh, fudge. Ain't no way. Can I restart? Oh, no, you gotta... Nah, that's not how that works. Oh, that was a really bad idea. Yep, they've already passed the finish line. Good luck there, Zach. Thank you, RNGesus. I believe. Ooh, that's everybody. Yeah. Not every race. Not every... Okay, hold on. Good news is that you just need to get first in the whole tournament to get the achievement. True. So I will be getting last on this race, but let's see how many points I have. Might be worth looking at. Every character is original, or sorry, every character in is Omega Rugal leaves a BS to fight in SNK versus Capcom. Oh no. So Diddy Kong's 1 point ahead of me, so if we can even just win this next race, we'll be okay. So thank you, Flame Crystal, for letting me know that, because even though I just butchered that race, we can actually still come out of this okay. That's hilarious. As long as Diddy Kong himself doesn't beat me, I'm pretty sure we've got this. We just need to get first. And I can pull that off with this one. This is not a hard level. Fun to play versus friends, though. That's fair. Used to have the most broken character in the game. We love broken characters. I'm kind of hoping in Sonic Racing Crossworlds we get the Super Sonic, like, as his own character. That'd be a really fun, like, little throwback. Thank you for the bunger. I'm going to eat your curly fries. Place it on my head. It's kind of like a little hair clip in a way when you think about it. It's cute. Thank you for the 100 biddies, though. Highly appreciate you. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, we got this in the bag. Look at this. Boom. All the speed ups. We are A-okay. I love how you can just completely annihilate one of the races and still win. That's really funny. I mean, granted, that was with my RNG of who won what races, so Diddy Kong just has 1 whole point above me. There we go. Wasn't Supersonic and Riders correct? That's kind of why I want him to be in Racing Cross Worlds, because it'd be like a nice like little throwback to when Supersonic was like his own character. Because in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, he can go super, but then in Sonic and All-Stars, he can do like the spin dash move, and it's got like the Sonic Colors music. And then I believe in Team Sonic Racing, it's just like team boosts. But yeah, it'd be like a nice throwback to Sonic Riders Sonic. I love how we got that sound twice. I don't think I've ever gotten a key during a trophy race, by the way. You gotta admit, that's pretty weird here. Name a playthrough where you've seen somebody get the key in the water area doing the trophy race. Like, name one person who's done that. I've never even done that up until now. It's really funny. First for everything. It's true. It's just a very bizarre way to go about things. But hey, you know what? We're changing it up a little bit today. All 3 Riders games, correct. Yes, I believe it's in Riders, Zero Gravity, and even Free Riders. Free Riders Supersonic is funny. I actually did unlock all the stuff in Sonic Free Riders because I had the Connect and everything at launch. It was a lot of fun. Hello, how are you? Yo, Jace, welcome on in. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Alright, we're going to go ahead and grab an automatic rocket. That's good to shoot drumstick. We're okay with this. Also, I need to remember after... I need to double check if we have all of Banjo's balloons. I want to say we do, but if we don't, then I need to swap out characters. Kind of lost tabs on all my achievement hunting here. It certainly is my first retro achievement stream, that's for sure. Because I am very, very green about going about it. But you know what? We're having fun. That's what matters. Here, have another rocket. That was Conker. It's not like the only person who ever learned how to play Free Riders. But one of I'm all of one of 2 people, that's for sure. Because I remember when the Kinect came out, I really wanted it. Oh, great heavens. You got the Cult of the Lamb Boogeyman card. Congratulations. I go fudge. I go Classic Supersonic. One of these days you're going to get it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Okay. Got a rocket, let's see. Got a Johnny rocket. Got Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong, you have more of your bananas than most. I'm going to have to put a stop to you. Conker, we're going to go ahead and kill you. No more bad for a day, so you're just done. Oh, dude, I really hope during the subathon we reach the Conker goal with the drinking stream. I'm really hoping we reach that. I really want to stream Conker's Bad Fur Day with that involved. It'd be so funny. I've never done anything like that before, but it would be fun. Alright, time to go buy 25k bits and spend them all on cards. Omega, you're going to be the reason why I have to go out of my way and get an emote for the emote slot for, I believe it, what? Hold on, let me check real quick. I think it's... Is it emotes? Yeah. Let me check something real quick, Omega. I'm gonna make a funny for you here. I'm gonna scroll all the way down. So, oh, great heavens! Oh, dang, Evil Conker out here. No, it's not Evil Conker, I'm sorry. Lancer the Hedgehog out here with the Supersonic Blue card. That's one of the really hard ones to get. I would argue that's the second hardest to get. Because the hardest ones to get are, there's 2 of them. But then that's the second hardest to get is Supersonic Blue. So congratulations. A whale emote? Technically speaking, yes. But no, I was gonna say Omega. So we have a slot open for emotes as of right now that nobody has reached, where it says 0 viewers have spent 75k bits on me. We've gotten up to 50k, but not 75k, right? Once we get to 75k, you'd be able to grab an exclusive emote from there. And then after that, I believe our next one would be like 100k bits emote. So it's pretty funny. Whenever we get our first 75k bits donator, we'll have another emote slot for 100k, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why I threw away my perfectly good rocket. That was really dumb. Sonic going for the Conker's achievements while drunk. Actually, you know what? Flame Crystal, that's a fantastic idea. It was just going to be a Conker stream with the drinking thing involved. But in all honesty, yeah, retro achievements. Let's add that on there, because that would make things a lot more interesting. Absolutely. Give me more to do with Conquer too. I don't want that. I don't want that playthrough to go by too fast. Because I love Conquer's Bad Fur Day so much, but those playthroughs go by so fast that I already missed the game by the time I'm done with it. Let's just, like, add more flavor to it. You better do the Live and Reloaded someday. Oh, absolutely. I've been meaning to do Live and Reloaded. That's a fun variant. I gotta go. Last one before I take off. I appreciate you, Lancer. Lancer has gotten the Zach and Juno card. Congratulations. You are now stacked at, I believe, 9 cards out of 14. Let's go. You got 5 more till you're done. Let's see. The gambling will end one day. Hopefully bits and will be given for something other than PNGs. I believe you could also do gifts, if I'm not mistaken. You can add gift cards. Not gift, but gift cards. Funny how that sounds like gift card. There we go. But yeah, no, that's like a new feature we added in recent. Oh, God. Wait, did he die? Did he just end it? I don't remember going after him. He must have hit like a little landmine. Make it so we can trade cards. I wish. I don't think the widget has that until they update it, but they could update it. Did we get a power-up during that cutscene? That's hilarious. It's not like there's an achievement for listening to the DK rap in DK64. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. That should be a thing. Amazing you now have 3 pieces of the amulet. Just 1 more to go. Not bad, honestly. For what it's worth, chat, we've actually gotten a good chunk of this done in one day. I mean, the bits are first and foremost used to support the streamer. That's true. That's true. Like, we could argue the whole, like, oh, hopefully the, throwing bits at somebody's more than just getting the cards. But in all honesty, like, we also just didn't have anything like that up until now. So, the fact that I even went out of my way to grab the widget and give you guys, like, more, like, fun stuff to have fun with and whatnot. Like, that's, I try to add fun things in there when I can. Also, I believe we're done with this area. So let me go ahead and we're going to hit F1. And let's see. That's Sherbert Island and the Crescent Cove. Go all the way down if you can. I want to find the Banjo achievement. Let's see. Scroll up just a little bit more. It's being a little funky with me. There we go. Banjo the Bear. Collect 5 balloons as Banjo without leaving the adventure mode in 1 session. Okay. So we still got to play as Banjo, and that's okay. You know me, Chad. I'm not going to argue with that. Streamer first, gambling addiction second. I do appreciate all the biddies, by the way, Chad. I really do. Highly appreciate it. And I'm glad you guys are having fun with the card game. And if you, like I said, if you ever want me to add more cards, like if I start hearing people say, can you add more cards, yada yada, let me know. Because even though we're at 14 right now, and that's a pretty healthy amount, we could have up to 50. I think 50 is a little overkill for the time being, just because, one, you would have to have 50 unique cards. And, while I do have art pieces and whatnot, I'm trying to make it fun as we progress the cards. Kind of like we're unlocking more cards over time. But I feel like 14 is a good start. We might bump it up to like 20 in the near future, but for the time being, we had it at 14. I believe we're going to be starting with... Okay, I was reading the numbers on the doors. We're going to go into Windmill Plains. The first level of this area. Ooh, alright. And like I've stated before in the past, if you subscribe/resubscribe, you do get a free card a month. 50 bits gets you a card, and then I believe a $1 dono from Stream Elements, which I don't really put out that link, if I'm being real, so that one doesn't really count all that much. But technically, through Stream Elements, $1 would get you a card. Which, in my opinion, I would just do the 50 bits at that point, because that's 50 cents. It's cheaper than the $1. So, but you have to have it at $1. That's like the minimum through the widget. So I'd rather you just do it through bits, because you're gonna get 2 cards more than just the 1. Just my take though. But anyways, yeah, new booster sets, exactly. Over time, I might, just over time, it's going to be, a while till I reset everything, because I don't think I'm going to reset the cards anytime soon, because obviously that would upset people who are, collecting. But once people have gotten, more people have gotten full sets, that's when I'll likely either add more cards or do a quote-unquote reset. I know when I want to reset my cards at some point, but it's going to be a sec. I don't want to reset until, people have, felt like they've, justified their collections. Because you can technically reset the cards, but that would just be disheartening if somebody's like, yo, I've got 8 out of, 16, and then you, vaporize that, and then they're like, what happened to my cards? I'm like, oh, I reset it. That would just be very disheartening. So I want to make sure that when I go to reset the cards in the later future, later, that people get the heads up, oh, okay, we're about to end on those cards, and then maybe do, a reset. That way it's more fun to collect cards, because I don't want you guys collecting the same cards over and over again. In the grand scheme of things, that would also just not be very fun. So, it's kind of how I want to go about it. Kind of treating it like booster packs in a way, if that makes any sense. So, like, right now, we'll call the cards we have right now, like, Generation, like, 1 or something. Gen 1 cards. Or Zack and Zonic Generation 1 cards. We can always call it that. For funsies. Good old Windmill Plains. A very easy course. You can really just skip over a good chunk of it with the plane. So we have bypassed our competition like super easily. Not going to be a difficult one. We might be getting the Banjo achievement, I think, after this race. We'll double check though. Let's see. Nope, not quite yet. We're 32 out of 39 for the balloons. So we're getting there. Hello, Taj. Alright, moving on to the next one. We got ourselves Greenwood Village. For you SRB2 kart fans out there, Greenwood Village is a lie in that game, unfortunately. This is the true Greenwood Village. Why they call that one Greenwood Village, I'll never know. It's kind of a lie. It's kind of bullcrap. Dude, that was my nanner. What the heck? I'm also going to show you a bit of a pro tip. If you want to speed up, I say speed up because it looks kind of slow. You can go into that hole right there. It's like a bit of a shortcut, and then boom, I'm back out into first. Not much of a shortcut though. We kind of caught up to drumstick just now, so I'd recommend if you can get into that little secret cove to make sure that you don't get caught on the wall like I did. If you could somehow miraculously do that, you might get a little bit of an advantage there. Got the rainbow smoke. We're good. Speaking of cards, have you read the attacks on the Pokemon cards? They're so funny. Pokemon card attack, like, first of all, descriptions for them can be pretty fun. Oh my god, hold on. Excuse me, I had to sneeze there. Give me a second, I need to, like, blow my nose. I've not read, like, a lot of them in particular, but I've seen a few in passing. They're pretty funny, though. Give me just a second here. Also, whenever we switch over to Pixel Panic, I might take a bathroom break real quick. I say that is an hour from now, but do not worry about me. It's not severe. Don't gotta go that badly. You know what's funny? I've never been one to like read the Pokemon indexes or whatever, like the bios for all the Pokemon, but a lot of them are like not only funny, but a lot of them are really dark. You don't really realize how like messed up their indexes can be until you like actually sit down and read a good chunk of them. I'll never forget when I read Spoinks for the first time. When I read what Spoinks was, they're like, "Oh yeah, if Spoink stops bouncing, he kind of just his heart stops and he dies." It's like, what? That's just dark. Poor Spoink. I love Spoink. Like, how does little fella sleep? How does one stop and take a nice rest? He has to kind of boing boing in his sleep or he dies or something. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it's just kind of like, oh man, how does that work? It's just funky. I know it's something I shouldn't be reading too hard into, but you can't help but wonder these things. Whoosh! And there you go. That's 5 out of 5. That's Banjo the Bear achievement. We can finally put Banjo away, unfortunately. Favorite character in this game. Bias as all heck. Splatterverse, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cinema. Lovely username, by the way. Alright, Banjo, you've done your good deed. Let's go ahead and quit the game and pop back in with another character. Drop a burns down bullies' houses. That's incredible. Not morally correct, but it's kind of incredible. I messed up. I will find that funny personally. Alright, let's move on to Conquer. Conquer the Squirrel. There's really not that many characters in this game to have to do the 5 balloons thing with, so even though I've beefed it a little bit, like, we're managing here. Ooh, hold on. I kind of want to switch vehicles real quick. There we go. Hello, friend. Let's go hovercraft. Normally I do plane because it's the most versatile thing here, but in all honesty, let's go hovercraft. Conquer's white, gray, silver looking hovercraft, whatever color you want to say it is. It's really cool looking. We love Conquer. Thank you. Hello, hello. How you doing today? Welcome on in. We're currently playing some Diddy Kong Racing with retro achievements on, and so far so good. We're in the 4th world. We're starting off with Conquer here. Funnily enough, we were just talking about Conquer. I didn't realize he was in my lineup of characters to play next, but we're in the talks about doing another Conquer's Bad Fur Day playthrough in the subathon I have a subathon goal where if we reach, I think it was 150 subs, it might be less, might be more. You think I would know this, but for the life of me, I'm silly. But anyways, For Conquer's Bad Fur Day, once we reach a certain amount of subs, I would do a Bad Fur Day stream, but with drinking involved. And I'm not like an irresponsible drinker by any means. It's very much a domain I'm very new to, for what it's worth. I need to reset. But I've considered doing that. So like every time I die in the game, I would have to take a drink. Which I don't die in that game very often, so I'm not expecting myself to get quote unquote dizzy. Because when I get I don't want to say drunk, but like I've never been drunk per se, but I've always been like quote unquote like in the buzz department. But if I ever did do that stream, at best I'd get dizzy. And if I ever start to get dizzy, oh shoot, that bridge does not stay open long enough. But if I ever did get dizzy, I would just take a moment to like just probably re-chat and like, you know, relax for a second. But dude, I don't remember that bridge going down so quickly. Hold on. I got up here. Good. I just want the key. Oh, don't reset yet. Don't get ahead of yourself there, bucko. There you go. Get up the Canyon Bridge achievements. Let's go ahead and reset. Doing good. How are you today? I'm doing pretty good. And Gengar just tells you to give up if it comes after you. That's hilarious. That sounds like Gengar. I love Gengar. Gengar is my favorite Pokemon. I know most of you know that. If you're a regular here, you know Gengar is my fave. But I'm also a big fan of like Dragonite, Ampharos, Pikachu. You can't go wrong. I don't know where I'm going, chat. My brain totally went, ooh, let's go this way. Nah. Actually, for funsies, since I don't get to do this too often, you can actually use the hovercraft and drive over here on the side. Not that you have to, but it's a neat little side path. I want to say in Diddy Kong Racing DS they make some form of use out of it, but I don't quite remember. Don't quote me on that. And that's a game I wouldn't mind tackling one of these days. I don't know if it's in the Retro Achievements. It might be. I want to say it goes up to DS. So maybe we can look in the Diddy Kong Racing Retro Achievements for the DS version. That'd be fun. If anybody knows if it's in there, let me know. Maybe we can look into that. I don't know how to emulate Diddy Kong Racing DS, though. It might be a bit of a tricky one, but you never know. Hey, Zonic, how are you? Yo, Astro Sniper, welcome on in. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Currently doing some Retro Achievements with Diddy Kong Racing. This is my first of the Retro Achievement series that I'll be doing, where I tackle older games with Retro Achievements involved. And then we'll be uploading these VODs to like YouTube and having like a whole playlist of them. But yeah, this is the first one. And fun fact for everyone coming on in, because I kind of said this towards the beginning of stream, Diddy Kong Racing was the first Let's Play I ever did on my YouTube channel. It's kind of where I am today, because I started off with that. And I thought, what a better way to start off my Retro Achievements journey than to start with Diddy Kong Racing, which was the first game I ever really like tackled for the internet. So yeah. I've also like tied in Diddy Kong Racing for like multiple like anniversaries and this and that. And funnily enough, even though it's August 17th, in about a month and a week from now, if we're just saying like commentary wise, because I did Let's Plays, now I do live streams, I've been doing commentary on video games for 13 years as of this September 25th. So in about a month and a week, I will have been doing that for 13 years. And again, we started with Diddy Kong Racing. So we're playing this about a month in advance of my anniversary, but hey, you know what? That's okay. It's a-okay. Why not? No time like the present, right? Oh, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, and funnily enough, that's the same day as my dad's birthday, and it's also the same day Sonic and All-Stars Racing... not Sonic and All-Stars. Sonic Racing Crossworlds comes out officially. And I believe Pac-Man World 2 Repack of all things, too. It says the 26th, but I believe on Steam it's releasing the 25th. So, September 25th is quite the day for me. Quite the day. And for my dad, for that matter. But I'm hoping to do a Pac-Man World 2 Repack stream the day of my dad's birthday. We'll do that at night, because I'm sure we'll be spending time with my dad for, like, cake and maybe dinner or something like that. We usually do that kind of thing every year. But after that, and I come back, maybe we'll do, like, World 2 Repack. It's likely what I'll do. But let's give it up to one of my favorite courses in video game history, specifically for the song and the atmosphere alone. I'm going to say the course itself is okay, but it's a very fun aesthetic course. It's very spooky. And if you play SRB2 card, this is actually like a course you can just download for. You can just flat out play Haunted Woods. For those who have played it, you've played it. It's peak. Again, I'm not going to call it the best thing in the world, but it's fun as all heck. I'm also just kind of biased towards this game, if I'm being real. I just love Diddy Kong Racing, and having Diddy Kong Racing tracks in SRB2 cards, like, say less for me. Like, I'm there. You're mixing two of my favorite things together. Let's go ahead and lay down the squish. Oh, we are, like, way ahead of our opponents right now. I forgot that was Conquer. Yeah, good old Conquer. This was Conquer. So we had Conquer in this game, and we had Conquer in Pocket Tales. And then after that, even though there was like a slight cameo to Banjo-Kazooie through the posters, after that, yeah, Conquer went kind of rogue and became a drunk squirrel. Not necessarily a bad guy. He's not perfect, and he is kind of a jerk at times, but he's very funny in Conquer's Bad Fur Day when you think about it, because there are times where he's like self-centered, a jerk, but also like kind of like sweet, kind. Like he's kind of all over the place. He's a very interesting character in that game. Yeah, I think it's a very sizable chunk of Diddy Kong Racing's tracks are an SRB2 kart. Yeah. Which is awesome. I was going to say, the one I like is Jungle Falls. Utterly. Jungle Falls in SRB2 kart. Every time I see the skeleton for the dinosaur, I'm like, yes, we got to go there. Every time I see that. I feel like this game made Conquer to drink. He's got himself a Jack Daniels. Woo! I'm joking, by the way. No, you're good. I love those types of jokes anyways. There's an animation from like forever ago where Conquer, even though he wasn't a drunk in this game, somebody had it like, it was from the Nintendo to the 64th Power video. Very raunchy video, by the way. But in that animation, I think it's Diddy Kong who goes, "I've got a rocket," and then Banjo's like, "I've got me an oil slick." And then Conquer goes, "I've got me a Jack Daniels, woo!" And he crashes his car, and then he lands in the Great Mighty Pooh. It's a really funny animation. From a very long time ago, but somebody made a variant of, like, Conquer being a drunk in this game. It's very funny. It does make you wonder, how can you canonically make Conquer go from Sweet Squirrel to Drunk Squirrel? Like, they don't really explain the jump. He just is suddenly a drunk squirrel. But I think it'd be really funny if they somehow had like a prequel that shows how he became that. Like you see like a very sweet squirrel kind of be changed. That'd be a very interesting prequel. We'll never get it though. That'll never happen, for the record. Unfortunately. That or Conquer's other Bad Fur Day. That would have been fun. But again, that was a canceled idea, unfortunately. There's a world out there. There's a universe out there where we got that. We don't have it, sadly. Go ahead and make this turn. Oh, Jungle Falls is awesome. I really love Hot Top Volcano too, though I feel like it's a rare map to see nowadays. I was going to say, honestly, I've never done Hot Top Volcano in SRB2 kart. I'm jealous because I don't ever see that. I've never seen it myself. Like, I think that's what I like about SRB2 kart is that you get, like, you could have Diddy Kong Racing tracks. You could have Mario Kart tracks from, like, Double Dash, Super Nintendo, Mario Kart 7, 64, all the Mario Karts. You could have CTR. You could have all those, right? It's so cool. Also, Michael, welcome on in. It's good to see you. What's up? Let's go. How's it going? I need to get a new drink. Like, I know we're 40 minutes away from Pixel Panic, but I actually need a new drink. I am becoming, like, dry. It's awesome to know that Conquer's Bad Fur Day, the copy of the games never had the N64 logo on the cartridge logo. That's true. That's very true. It was one of the very last N64 games, too. People don't... some people don't realize. I remember going to somebody's stream the other day when I explained this. I think it was a friend of mine. But I had to explain to them. I was like, yeah, Conquer's Bad Fur Day came out, like, right as the GameCube was about to come out. Conquer came out, I believe, in 2001. March of 2001. We ended up getting the GameCube in November of 2001. So about about 8 months later, we got the GameCube. So yeah, Conquer's Bad Fur Day was like one of the last few N64 games to have before we moved on. I believe the last N64 game was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, which recently got a remake. So that's fun. Wasn't the only version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. You know, you could play that on other consoles, but it was one of the last N64 games. A sports game, if you will. It's always the case. Oh, Z, I just realized something. Yeah, what's up? Is that a dragon? Yes, we just got done racing a dragon boss. I don't quite remember his name, but I'm only at 15k bits off from 50k bits emote. Hey, let's go. So you know what that means. That's true, you're on your way. So if you reach 50k bits, you get the Zach Wheeler emote, at least for the time being. Oh god, I didn't realize. That's what you meant by that. You got the Fleetway Supersonic. Let's go. Always love that card. Oh god, here we go. I only pause my game because I always want to see... Oh, Omega, I'm so sorry. Thank you for the Pikmin. I was going to say, if you get another Fleetway, I'm just going to, like, flip a table. Get Werehog Zonic. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You had to say something. Oh God, thank you for the coins. Oh my God, Omega, please. Not the same two cards, my brother in Christ. It's because of the age of the game, and Nintendo didn't want their logo on the cartridge. Yeah, they were kind of ashamed of Diddy Kong Racing at that point in time. Funnily enough. I'm gonna go get the Boogeyman Call it the Lamb one. Omega, do you want me to change the get rate for the card? Do you want me to make it so easy that you get the card? I'm gonna say that he's gonna say no, and I would respect that. Okay, the star bit sound effects are adorable. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I do have to give credit to a good friend of mine, Neon Harper. It was their idea to have the purple coin sound effect from Mario Galaxy for bit throws. I did just flat out take their idea. So if they ever go like, oh, you do the same thing, I'm just going to go, that was your idea. I stole it. I'm going to be so real with you. I normally don't ever steal ideas unless I run it by somebody. But I also kind of thought, it's kind of a genius bits sound effect. So I kind of grabbed that. I don't think they would mind, in all honesty, but if they ever go, yo, that's my thing, I would totally, like, backtrack, go, okay, I'll get rid of it. I don't think they would care, though. Harper's really, really chill. But, like, when they had that, I was like, no, that's genius for bit sound effects. It's really, really cool. I give 110% credit for that idea towards them. Now, the bits that get thrown at me, I don't know if it's the ones they have. I know I got mine off Etsy, but they might have been from somebody different compared to what they got theirs from. Conker's Bad Fur Day is the same, too. That's what I heard. Do I look like a beady? Listen, you're right, though. Also, thank you for giving that shout out, Omega. Highly appreciate it. I know most of you guys follow Neon Harper, but in the off chance that you don't, please go give the lovely Neon Harper a follow for me. They're a fantastic individual. It was also their birthday yesterday, so maybe you can go give them a nice, lovely late birthday follow. They would appreciate that. I opened up SRB 2-cart by accident. Am I ahead of myself here, chat? Maybe a little bit. Got the Zack and Juno card again. I'm gonna secretly get you that card, Omega. I'm out of bits. I'm so sorry. I might actually take a look at the percentage as to how to get a card later. Like maybe I can go buy them with you and like we can go over the percentages for them, because it does seem like those cards are fairly common. I say this as Lancer will just pull out a Super Sonic Blue suddenly, but maybe I've got TCG down a little too well, to where I'm just that motherfucker who knows how to price them properly, or like, you know, make their rate proper. Oh, we are not actually winning this. Hold on. I just realized I'm in 4th. I need to lock in. Give me a second here, chat. If you're free later tonight after Pixel Panic, maybe we can look at it. Yes, I would not mind that actually. If in the off chance we could look at it, that'd be good. That way you can let me know like maybe like better percentages or something. Because obviously, like jokes aside, I'm not gonna like just cheese it for you to be able to get your card. Because if I do that, I'd have to do that for everybody, and that's technically against the whole program. I might actually lose this. Hold on. There's drumstick. That's an L, unfortunately. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah. Because but jokes aside, if I bend the rules for you, I'd have to bend the rules for everybody who goes for bits. Like, hey, I'm going to spend 50 bits on you, but can you like make it easier to grab that card? You did it for Omega. Like, yep, that'd be you break it for one, you break it for all kind of situation. So I'm not going to do that. I highly doubt that situation would ever come up, but it only takes one person to make that like a reality. So yeah, I'll send you the Retro Achievements page for writers too after Pixel Panic, so you can get a good look at it. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. I would love to look at that list. That'd be very fun. Okay, let's go ahead and take a nice... Oh, I should... Frick. I'm going to take a detour, actually. Good luck to everybody else. Also, again, sorry about those notifications coming in a little late. They do show up late. Conker was a game that was rated like 18 plus, so Nintendo didn't want to have their logo on the cartridge's logo. Plus, the logo was black with the game's title in red. True. It's very true. It's funny because I feel like I find it humorous because they didn't want to do that on the N64, even though like Nintendo and Rareware were pretty like tight buds when it came to like making games and pushing stuff out on the system. I feel like the Rareware carried the N64 in a lot of ways, right? But then going into the GameCube era, they kind of just like parted ways at one point. Like, yeah, we don't really need you anymore. Like, we didn't care to that level, I guess. Microsoft ended up picking up Rareware and all that, but it's funny because the GameCube had like Geist and they started like leaning into more like mature games and whatnot. Like Nintendo's like, yeah, we can do that. It's like, okay, now we care about that. Like now we'll do it for mature games. Like, okay. And like in this day and age, I feel like people have said like, oh, Nintendo like won't put Conquer on the N64 online because of the mature thing from back then. Like, yeah, that was back then, but like I feel like in this day and age, Nintendo would be very down for it, putting it on like their 18 plus app and whatnot. Like that's very possible now. I completely disagree with people when they say like it's not possible for the N64 online. If we can get Kazooie and Tooie on there before DK64, I think anything's possible for the N64 online, unless like the rights to any of the games from the N64 library just launched in the sands of time. I could see us getting like Snowboard Kids or whatever, right? Like anything's possible, in my opinion. That's my take. I'm not saying like we're going to get it. I'm just saying like I could see us getting it. I'm not saying we will, but I could see us getting it. They're actually kind of beating me here in the quote tweets. Hold on here. I need to be a bit better about this. Okay, we're gonna get a dash here. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Ooh. Nope, bumper beat me. Gotta do that again. Shame that Bad Fur Day's development was kind of the final straw that persuaded Nintendo not to purchase Rareware back then, and not actually because of its rating. Star Fox Adventures was the only game for the GameCube with no launch titles even planned, and Nintendo was none too happy about it. That's true. Which, by the way, side note, I really want to tackle Star Fox Adventures. I'll be real with you. Like, I don't know if I've said this out loud so far, but that Project RZ that I'm going to be doing in the future, I've been kind of like debating on like what games I want to stream once that project is like unveiled. And I'm kind of considering Star Fox Adventures being tied in with it. I can't really elaborate any further than that, but like, I kind of want to like think about doing that in the future. Like, I've been wanting to do that game for a while, but I'm thinking about tying it into Project RZ a little bit, at least early on. Big maybe though, big maybe. In general, I just want to show off that game though. Like I could show off that game at any point in time, but I've never played it before, at least not properly. So I really want to look into that. But anyways, yeah, back to the topic at hand. Yo, never in my life. Welcome on in. How you doing today? But yeah, no. Gosh, what was I talking about before? The whole like Microsoft Rareware thing, right? I think with Xbox, they've done a couple of good things, in my opinion, with Rareware. Like Viva Pinata is great. Personally speaking, I didn't mind Nuts and Bolts. Sea of Thieves is great. Grab by the Ghoulies is a very goober game. It's far from perfect, but I kind of enjoyed it. Yeah, the cameo elements of power. There was a good couple of things with Rareware that Microsoft kind of pushed out there. Unfortunately, they really just sit on their IPs these days, and they canceled Perfect Dark's new game recently, and it's just like, it's looking like rough hours these days for Rareware, in my opinion, anyhow. Are you doing the DS port or the other port? We're doing the N64 version of this game, but we were talking about the DS port of this earlier. We're doing this with Retro Achievements. So Retro Achievements allows me to play a bunch of like old video games with like an achievement system that like Xbox or PlayStation kind of has. So we're going through right now is Conquer the Squirrel. We got to get 5 golden balloons as him, and then we swap characters, and each character's got to get 5 golden balloons to get an achievement per character, and yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah, I prefer the N64 version just because, one, I think it's the better game, port-wise and, or version-wise, I should say. And it's got Banjo, it's got Conquer, it's very cool. And then the DS version gave us, oh my god, I am not doing good at this. I should be good at this. I'm so bad. I'm very good at this game for what it's worth, but for some reason, Windmill Plains here is kicking my butt when it comes to the silver coins. Let me lock in real quick. Let me lock in on this. I could totally pull this off. I just need to... I'm so, like, I'm distracting myself with all these fun topics we're talking about. I say fun topics as Rareware being bought by Microsoft is technically a depressing thought in the grand scheme of things, but still. There were things with Xbox that I did like that they did. It's just... Yeah, I think for the most part it's just kind of sad. Like, especially more so in recent years than it was back then. It was, like, weird back then, but at least there were things coming out, you know what I mean? Where, like, now it's kind of like, well, kind of have to live with just, here's Sea of Thieves, and that's it. Like, Sea of Thieves is a good game. I love Sea of Thieves, but it's just, like, oh, here's a new season of Sea of Thieves, and then I always wondered about that Everwild game we were supposed to get a long time ago. We just never ended up getting it, and it got canceled. Very recently, they admitted it got canceled, and so did Perfect Dark. Now we're just sitting here like, oh, so we have Sea of Thieves, and that's it. We've had Sea of Thieves for a long time now. It's very sad. I love Sea of Thieves. I'm not dogging on that, by the way. Was there really a time that people thought Nintendo was going to ignore Rare's involvement in the Donkey Kong's franchise before Bonanza came out? Yeah, for a very long time actually. The reason why people got crazy about I'm not going to say too much more than I have to in case there's like spoilers, but with stuff like Donkey Kong Bonanza and like the future of Donkey Kong, there was just a really weird period of time for Donkey Kong where you didn't have like, you had like the Tikis, you had the I don't remember the people from Tropical Freeze. I'm so sorry if I don't remember the Vikings or whatever they were, the Snow Viking type people. And Donkey Kong just had a bit of a no identity there for a while after Rareware. They kind of just here's Donkey Kong, here's this, here's that. The Snowmads, thank you. This had this really weird just no identity time period for Donkey Kong. And then we ended up getting like K. Rool and Smash Brothers, and everybody was like, "Whoa, that's so cool!" And that was that's a Rareware thing in a way. And then we just kind of kept moving on, and nothing really came of it until a little bit later down the pipeline. But yeah, there was just this weird period of time where like Nintendo didn't really know what to do with Donkey Kong there for a while, and I think they finally got it down to a science. Like the DK is back. We have DK back in his best form ever. His recent game is my game of the year so far, by the way. Like, unless Sonic Racing Cross Worlds dethrones it, DK is my favorite so far. I'd ask you if you want to vibe after DKR, but I know Pixel Panic is immediately after this. Correct. I would even invite you to this for like the next half an hour, in all honesty, but we're switching over so soon that'd be kind of like a hi-bye kind of situation. So I'll probably go ahead and take the helm on the rest of this, do the pixels, and then after all that will be said and done, we should be Gouda. All right, we're heading on into Greenwood Village. Greenwood Village. Yeah, in like 30 minutes? Yeah. I think if I'm fast enough, I think I could beat this world. I'll be able to beat this part. I don't think we'll be racing Wizpig today. I think literally next stream I go to play this, we'll be racing Wizpig. It'll be like, all right, what are we doing today? Let's go fight the hard guy. Oh, fudge. Let's go fight the pig. Uh-oh. We're getting into the hard part suddenly. That'll be a really interesting way to start a stream. There's no way I can pull off Wizpig on this stream, sadly. Oh, I actually got the coin. Hold on now. Wasn't sure I was going to get that. The Payon era for DK was pretty much the rare fan service games, despite their mad quality. Barrel Blast, Jungle Climber, King of Swing, etc. True. And I'm never going to go out of my way and say DK was like always in a bad spot. Some of those games are beloved till this day. Some people did really like Donkey Konga. I liked Jungle Beat, especially if you get to play the new Play Control Wii version. Like, that version's really good, by the way. New Play Control Jungle Beat. That's a really good game. People who went on to make Mario Galaxy. Do I need to say anything else, right? Not as quality as Galaxy, because Galaxy is a more clean game, but I do like Jungle Beat. And then, yeah, Jungle Climber was okay. King of Swing and all that. Like, those games were okay. They were interesting. Not gonna call them bad, but they were interesting. And then what else did we have? Barrel Blast. People don't like that game. I don't know if my standard for it has changed, but I do like Barrel Blast.
Destruction.
I think we're gearing up for Pixel Panic here shortly. Woohoo! What's tomorrow's stream? Pain. I love that. Thank you. You're right though. Actually, so like jokes aside, right? So tomorrow I have to go to work, and when I come home, I don't think it's my day to stream. I think she's streaming, but then I'll be back Tuesday with my subathon. So even though today's the only stream I have this week that's like normal, which pretty good stream so far, by the way. I've been really enjoying this. After this stream today, we'll have the subathon this week. And 3 days straight, we'll be doing, I think it's a 15-hour stream, a 10, and a 10. So I'll be doing 35 hours of streaming within 3 days. So half of my life, half of my time of those days will be spent streaming. Half. The other 8 will be going to sleeping each of those days, except for the 15. Well, okay, hold on. It's 15 sleep, 10 sleep, 10 sleep, go back to work. So even though I'll have 3 days off from work, I will be streaming a lot. So. And I do need to, chat, please. I know, I don't necessarily need, a parent guardian situation most of the time, but do let me know when I'm doing my subathon, let me know, if I've been streaming 5-6 hours, bro, do you need to take a break? Should you make food? Feel free to check in with me if you want, because I will be going for, a long period of time on day one, and I don't want to be streaming, 15 hours. I'm 7 hours in, and I haven't given myself a proper break. I'm going to try to be good about it to my best extent. but just like throwing it out there. If you want to like keep tabs on me, that's not a bad idea. So we still need to get the Conquer achievement. So let's go ahead and keep going. Gonna go start getting ready for it myself. I'll see you on the track. See, yeah, it sounds good, Otterly. And thank you for saying I got you. I appreciate that. Because at least on day one, I won't have anybody there to like remind me. So it's always good to have that reminder. Good luck tonight, Otterly. Yes, absolutely. Good luck ahead of time. I'll be over there soon, but good luck. Have you did the post game of Bonanza yet? Not yet. No, not yet. I do know a little bit about it, but not the post game yet. Woo! Got it. I want to say there's a coin down this hall, question mark? Nope. Never mind. I lied. It's probably down the other hall. Although Crunch's voice is so funny. He just makes a really funny sound. We love Crunch. Get some food. We love food. I might grab, like, actually, before we start the Pixel Panics, I might actually grab, like, at least a little something. I have these little Halloween cookies I bought the other day. Yes, it's early, I know. I really needed my pumpkin cookie fix. And no, it's not a pumpkin flavored cookie. It's a cookie that, like, it's like a sugar cookie with pumpkins on them. But they were very cute, and I couldn't say no. They're too cool, man. I love Halloween. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so we got that one, and we got another coin. There's two in that hall for whatever reason. Speaking of pumpkin, thank you for the pumpkin. It's on GK's channel, right? It is going to be. I think I'm going to continue streaming with SRB2 Kart. So what I'll likely do is I'm going to open up... I'm going to be doing co-commentary here in about a little less than half an hour for SRB2 Kart, so I will be a part of that. But if you want to go watch on her end, you totally can. Absolutely. I've been given the green light. If I want to keep going on here, I can go on here. You want some Halloween cookies? I would share. I have so many. I would share if I could. I have a very many cookie. Probably too many, actually, for one guy. Yeah, if you ever want to go check her out. Actually, since there's a few new peeps in chat, if you want to go check out the lovely GK, she's setting up stream right now. Go give her a follow. Go scare her with an early notification.
A sweet corn festival? Yeah.
Golden Balloon, there we go. That's number 38.
I got street corn.
Street corn? Corn? Alright, I wasn't actually paying attention. Let me check Conquer again. Not yet. Getting there. Also, I just realized, ooh, what's that? I wanted to ask what your achievement progress was. Oh yes, I do need to check like the overall progress and whatnot. I absolutely need to do that. Up. Just pretend you're sharing with chat. We'll eat it for you. That sounds lovely. I will share all the cookies. What would Cookie Monster do, right? He'd probably eat a bunch of them, but he would also share. What would Mr. Cookie Monster do? He'd bless chat with cookies. Cookie yum yum yum. True. Was just checking because I had to get some green tea because I haven't had. I was having trouble staying awake. That's totally fair. Green tea sounds lovely.
And a shadow duck.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. We got some rockets. I'm just go ham. Such a fun way to spam in this game. The 10 rockets, depending on your race, is so OP. It's really funny. I pretty much just did a Dragon Ball Z scatter shot moment there. It's really funny. Alright, we're in third place, but we do have all the silver coins, so let's go ahead and pass up Tip Top. Oh, we got Bumper. We got Mr. Jailbird here. Oh, I did not get the dash pad, sadly. Did get Bumper. Bumped into Bumper. And yeah, we're golden. We got this. Whoosh! Alright, not quite competition. Achievement unlocked. So we did get 39 balloons, the base 39. So we did get an achievement just now. And as you guys can see, the achievements do pop up in the top left corner. So you should visually be able to see those. What the frick's wrong with that emote? Why has it got like the M&M eyes? The holiday cookie?
I'm living the harvest.
That's funny. That's a funny version of that
I
emote.
can't wait till.
Who's
the
that from? Is that like
milk
is that a global emote? That's a global emote. I love that. I thought I would have laughed harder if it was from somebody's channel, but the fact that that exists is actually really funny.
So awful. I keep
All right, we got Dragon Race number 2. Who's the elephant? So that's Taj. That's Taj the elephant. He is the guy who hands us our balloon after each race. How he has them, I do not know. It's a good question. My dog is also popping off in the background. Just ignore the pupper. She have that energy. She be going wild.
Work.
Alright, so we got this race, and as long as I do okay on this, I might be able to cover the trophy race after this. But if I do bad on this particular boss, I might have to... that sure was a button input I just did. So sorry about that. We can still catch up, though. Thankfully, this pocket right here... Like, ooh, that's really risky, right? But, like, that pocket right there is a really good way to catch up. I'm going to attempt to get some balloon action going on here so we can shoot Mr. Dragon. I am going to take that back. We're actually going to grab a blue balloon. That gets us a boosty. Woohoo! And then once we pass him up, I think the fireballs might start to disappear over time, but thankfully for the most part, as soon as you pass up Mr. Dorgan, beating him is not that hard. Just remember your fireballs that have shown up in locations. Like there's one right there. We make our turn. I'm a little proud of myself. Childhood me would be very proud of me right now, considering this particular boss used to be a really big pain in the butt, and I'm actually going through pretty okay. Minus that one input I put in, but I don't know why I did that. Hand just decided to be fancy suddenly. Hey Zach, yo, Rayonix, welcome on in. Or Ryonix, I'm sorry. However you want to pronounce it. I'm wonderful at pronunciations, absolutely. But yeah, how you doing? Welcome on in. Yep, we're on lap 3. We've got a pretty good chunk over this guy in terms of a space, so we're not doing too bad. How have you been? I've been doing pretty good, Not too shabby. Honestly, yeah, we cleared that with like almost flying colors. Not too bad. And we got the Race Against Wizpig achievement unlocked. So I will be checking the achievement here in just a second. Time for Wizpig. I don't know if I can pull off the Wizpig race within a decent amount of time, but we could try. But yeah. There we go. Yes, we got the amulet to go fight Wizpig. We're not quite going to do that yet. We're going to do the trophy race first. Probably the battle. And I think that's it. And then we'll be moving on to Pixel Panic. If I'm fast enough, I should be able to pull off this trophy race. So let's see what we can do here. Honey, when would you want me to join? When would you want me to join on over?
We start getting people in the BC once
Okay.
to get everybody situated.
I should be good. I got this. Alright, Boulder Canyon. Let's do this. I also need a drink really badly. I'll grab one as soon as we're getting ready for that next thing. It feels kind of weird to do all of this and then put Wizpig on ice, but not a biggie. Technically, if I really wanted to after Pixel Panic, I could kind of return back to Diddy Kong Racing to at least beat Wizpig. I don't know if I'll do that, but we could. It's not necessarily against the rules. Woohoo! Nothing saying we can't. Big maybe, though. I did promise a movie night tonight. There we go. I love the transition in music in this game, by the way. You get like a different tone of music in the caves and the tunnels, and then you come back out here and it's all Boulder Canyon-ish. If that makes any sense. Very cheery and upbeat. Like, for example, here we go. Then we get that like night music. It's like a castle. Very castle-y. And then once you get over here. So it's got like 3 variants of the music. And then you come back out here. Like, you know, you gotta admit, chat, for the N64 era, that's really solid right there. Rareware was like really good about that back in the heyday. Swapping between sounds and music and all that. Very cool. I know it doesn't seem like that impressive by today's standards, but for the N64, that was huge. That was huge.
Was there an update?
Nice to meet some more streamers playing Diddy Kong Racing recently. Inserts 2 nickel quote. Yes, if I had a nickel for every time I met more, like, sorry, let me rephrase that. If I had a nickel for every time I met a Diddy Kong Racing streamer, I'd have 2 nickels. I know it's not a whole lot, but what are the odds? I know of, if anyone's ever heard of, I think it's Grimmy Hunter. He's like a dog VTuber. I believe he's played Diddy Kong Racing. There's me. I know Otterly, my good friend Otterly, and then Zenny, and like maybe a couple other people. Like other than my friends, there's only like a very few people I've seen stream Diddy Kong Racing. It's fun to see though. You don't get to see it that often, but when you do, you have to like stop by and go, "Yo, Diddy Kong Racing." Like if I see anybody streaming this game, I have to stop by and say hi. It's just that one game where I'm like, "Yo, we gotta see what's going on over here." Love this game. It's a wild trip. It's a wild trip, exactly. I'm gonna go ahead and slow down here. Woo! I don't believe I've gotten my Conquer 5 balloons yet, so I might have to... Ooh. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it... Oh no, I don't know if I can get the Conquer achievement. I think we ran out of balloons to get until we get to Future Funland. They say you have to do it in one go. And I am not going to be racing Wizpig right now. Huh. I don't think you get a balloon for beating Wizpig either. Do you get a balloon for beating Wizpig by chance? I'm asking this question like I've not played this game before, but I don't quite remember. I want to say you don't. Maybe you do? I don't remember. Also hope Bonanza wins Game of the Year. My main reasons is that it would give Donkey Kong the praise and attention he deserved for 40 years and give respect to Rare and being a love letter to nostalgia. Absolutely. I think it's just a really like good love letter to video games as a whole when you really think about it. Because a lot of people tend to forget, like when you're playing your, hate to sound like Mr. Old Man here, but when you're playing your Call of Duties, your Halos, your card gacha games, your anything, whatever you're playing, Donkey Kong, you have to give credit where credit's due. Like that's like near the beginning of video games. Like that was kind of one of the king of kings, and we would not be anywhere where we are now if it wasn't for that game. So, not to be a respect your elders character right now, but like yeah, it's so important. It's kind of sad when you see something Pac-Man related kind of fail because it's like Pac-Man's kind of like a huge pioneer of the video game industry. And when you see something of his fail, you're kind of like, oh shoot, times are changing. I don't think you do. No, I don't think you do either for the balloon, unfortunately, for Wizpig. Would love to change that. I would also love to change that. Is any one of these days we need to do adventure, 2-player mode in Diddy Kong Racing? I've never done the 2-player mode. No balloon, just the credits? Yep, just the credits. Ah, it's a darn shame. That's okay. Alright, we got 11 minutes till it's 7. I got 2 races. I can totally do this. If for any reason I can't do the battle thing, that's not the end of the world either. But I'm pretty sure we'll be able to bank all this in real quick. Yeah, if anyone's got any more questions or if they've got anything else they want to talk about before we hit that co-commentary for Pixel Panic, because I will let you know. Once we switch over to that, it's going to be a little harder for me to like talk to you guys directly. So, throwing it out there. And if anybody's new here to the Zonic Cinema, we do have a Discord if you're interested in that kind of thing. We got emotes, we got emotes, we got sound effects. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember all the things. We have stickers. It's a fully boosted server. We do movie nights in there. If you stream yourself, you can also do self-promo. We highly encourage self-promos so people can find more streamers. Oh yeah, I have something. Oh, thank you, Omega. So you never messaged me earlier about what happened to your dream last night? I forgot about that. You're right. I forgot to elaborate on that. What's Pixel Panic? Pixel Panic is it's a type of event that GK holds for SRP2 kart, where it's kind of like an elimination, like we got like elimination rounds going on. So it's a Sonic racing game that has like mods and whatnot, and it's basically like one of those instances where it's like, let's say like you got 12 racers, whoever's in 12th, if you like if you're in 12th and a lap goes by, you'll get eliminated. If you're in 11th and a lap goes by, you're eliminated, that kind of thing. So it's a racing game where you got to be on your toes, kind of like Knockout Tour from Mario Kart World when you think about it. But it's been around longer. And apparently there's some kind of boss mode thing that we're having this year. I'm not as familiar with it. It's going to be very new for me as well. But it's an event my girlfriend holds, so we're gonna try that out. give that a whirl. Thank God we're in first, because I ain't gonna lie there. For a second, we were in second. That made me uncomfortable. Mega Dragonite is already appearing in the anime just next week. Dang, that's quick. Hot dog, that's ahead of time of the ZA game. They're really getting on that promo ahead of time. Okay, I'm gonna start choking suddenly. Excuse me. I started dying. That's what happens when you talk as much as I do without a drink. I need to go get a drink. Thank you for the N. Or actually, that kind of looks like a Z. Haunted Woods. But Day Triumph, it's good to see you. How you doing today? We love Haunted Woods. Okay, once I complete this, we'll try to do the battle mode real quick, and then once we do that, we'll be, I guess I'll save my game manually, because I think a save state is against the rules, question mark. So we'll save the game, like, manually. Z64, exactly. Fun fact, Day Triumph, I had a YouTube channel that I made. You could probably look it up. There's nothing on there for the record, if you can find it. But I made a YouTube channel a long time ago, and I named it Z64, because I thought, yo, how fun would it be if I made like a YouTube channel, name it Z64? And I think the content I was going to make for it was, I think it was going to be podcast related or something. I don't remember exactly what it was going to be, but I named it Z64, and I never did anything with it. Which is funny, now I have my podcast series, which I do every now and then. I still, do podcast episodes. They're just, only when I get an idea and I'm ready to do one, I do one. But funnily enough, I have a podcast series now called Broadcast 64, which is actually something I, fell through with and did. But that's kind of like the outcome of actually going through with my plans, as opposed to that Z64 YouTube account I made and just kind of let rot. So... But I kind of like the name Broadcast 64 more, because it feels more like Nintendo 64. You got Broadcast 64. Or back then it was just the 64. A little too straightforward in my opinion. Games like Call of Duty and Halo were good when they first came out. We got an achievement, by the way. But over the years, their companies milked and ruined those games. But games like Donkey Kong and other games from Nintendo were never milked or ruined. True. That's very true. I feel like they age better. They age a lot better. That, and I was going to say, for what it's worth, like, I'm not in the FPS industry nearly as much as other people are, but I will say, from what I hear, a lot of the Call of Duty collabs that they've been doing in recent times, like Beavis and Butthead and whatnot, people are like, what are you doing? And I heard recently that Battlefield 6, like, again, say what you will, but apparently Battlefield 6, oh god, is a lot more straightforward, and people have been playing that more than Call of Duty, so that's pretty funny.
I hit my
Also,
A button
Lancer,
and
congratulations on the
accepted.
Dizzy Zenko card. Thank you for the 50 biddies.
I-
I'm back for more Gamba. Welcome back. To this day, the Halo server I created back in high school is still up and running. Oh my god, Maui, that's incredible. I love that so much. Note to self, give Broadcast 64 a listen. True. I've got 3 episodes so far. I will let you know that the first 2 episodes are of the time. I believe the first... Unfortunately, I think in the grand scheme of things, my first 2 episodes, I don't want to say aged poorly, but they were of the time. The first episode was favorite Nintendo Switch memories. That one's, like, you can at least enjoy the favorite Nintendo Switch memories one. We even gave our top 10 list of Switch games that we enjoyed. And then, or actually, that might have been episode 2. And then episode 1 was our predictions for the Switch 2 and whatnot. So, who knows, like, what actually came out of that and whatnot. But then episode 3, I actually do recommend episode 3 of my Broadcast 64 podcast, because in episode 3, I did a, almost like an interview with Sam Gamer 101 and Bolts, the mechanic. And we kind of, like, talked about, like, what's it like to be a VTuber, what's our favorite aspects, what do we not like, our favorite memories. Like, I asked a bunch of VTuber questions. And, yeah, it was a pretty fun stream. But that VOD is up on my YouTube channel if anybody's actually interested in my YouTube. Fun fact of the day, I have 1 million videos on my YouTube channel if you ever want to check it out. Bunch of Let's Plays from my past and whatnot. You can find all the Diddy Kong Racing playthroughs I've ever done on there, even previous streams I've done. You son of a gun. You knocked the bananas out of me. But yes, my podcast episodes are up on there too, so I have a very good place to find that. And like I was saying earlier, for those who weren't here earlier, these retro achievement streams are going to have their own playlist. So if anybody's like, yo, I want to catch a retro achievement series, this will be one of the first streams that'll be added to that playlist. So I'm going to try to add that VOD like right after stream is done, if I can help it. So that'll be very fun. But yeah, Lancer, thank you for the 50 biddies. I highly appreciate you. Alright, I believe we got 2 nanners here, so let's go ahead and bank those in. Don't you dare shoot me. I see you, Bumper. I know what you're about. Alright, I believe we need 2 more bananas after this. Correct. So we are very much in the lead. Diddy Kong is... Well, no. They're all tied. I take that back. I was about to say they're all in the... Like, Diddy Kong I thought was winning, but no, they're all in the running to tie together. I'm, however, in the lead. Yeah, we got this. This is easy. Bumper the war criminal. Absolutely. Bro with the jail and everything. Big old war criminal. Battle mode activate. So we did all the battle mode. Or we won all the battle modes. So we got an achievement for that just now. We're gonna let Taj finish out this cutscene because this is the last of the battle mode. You won first prize. Let's go. We love Taj. I will say this, like, I know we live in a world where, like, they changed how Taj was in the Mario Kart DS game because of, like, they didn't want to be offensive to Taj and the voice and everything. I don't ever make fun of it. I genuinely love Taj's voice in this game. I don't ever mean that in a bad way. So if I ever try to, like, make it sound like I'm Taj or something, like, I genuinely just love Taj. Not in a bad way or anything like that. Just really love the character. It's unfortunate that, yeah, kind of had to, like, change how the voice worked in Diddy Kong Racing DS, probably due to, like, making sure we're not being offensive or anything, and I understand that to a degree, I do. Okay, see, how many bits would it take you to throw something at Gato right behind you? 50. I'd say 50 at least. You'll get a card. I'll throw a toilet paper roll. I bet. Yeah. Oh, God. You got a card. You got the SA2B card. Let's go. Didn't Taj have a cameo in Bonanza? There was a very similar character, actually. I believe there was like a bit of a nod to Taj in that game. And yeah, congratulations for getting the Werehog Zonic. Very fun card. Yo! Oh my god. Lancer, don't tell Omega you just got the Metal Zonic Chemical Plant full art. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. That's the card he needs. He's there, which I'm so sorry. That's the hard card to get. He wasn't. Yep, he saw it. I was hoping he wasn't looking. I feel so bad. Oh god. Got another SA2B.
I'm very excited.
Oh, Maui with 1,000 bits. Hot dog.
Of course we have
Great Evans.
We have our pro Evans.
You got the Riders on a card. Great. Oh, okay. This could be a while.
There you go.
I'm dying. Lancer, congratulations on the SA2B. Oh, I'm being drenched. Great heavens have mercy. Oh, got another 50 middies. Oh, this ain't stopping anytime soon. Frick. The sounds are actually stopping because there's somebody piled on me. Quick, activate Pixel Shield. 1,000 bits for one card. That's true. That's very true. It's a very expensive card. Alright, I'm gonna throw it now. Whatever happens, happens. Good luck to everybody else. I was paid. It was by Maui.
Oh, Moe?
Oh, Moe. I keep calling him Maui. Wow! I keep saying Maui. I'm sorry.
Oh, man, Maui.
Moe.
Okay.
You listen here, you. Also, Megan, thank you so much for the 50 middies. You got SA2B Zonic again. It's okay. I'm so sorry, Omega. Please, let me do something for you. Let me do you a cinema solid. You got Spectre Zack. Oh, why don't you got Spectre Zack? There you go. Another 50 biddies. We'll have to wait for this card to go. Let's see what you get. Finger Gun Zack. At least you haven't gotten that one too many times. That one's at least a little different. We'll take it. There you go. Oh, man, that really... Oh, God. I got back.
So that takes away some flavor.
Oh, God. So many bits. That's a lot of slices. I'm grabbing that, by the way. Oh, great heavens. Okay,
Outside.
got the SA2 card. A lot of SA2. Got Werehog. Oh my god, I'm dying. Got Rider Zonic. Oh no. Oh god. You got call the land boogeyman.
Yeah, we keep ourselves on stage.
I'm in tears, bro.
Just realize that you're
3 more to go.
Which means that
He's
if you
literally
tell them
got up
anything,
in
you have to
cards.
check chat in order to make sure that they're talking to you and they heard you.
Good luck tonight. I think this is the part where I get ready to vanish. I understand, Zinni. If you need anything at all, please let me know. I still need to shoot you recommendations, by the way.
So that
As soon as I start gearing up for Pixel Panic, I'll try to remember to send some your way. Resident Hearts, welcome on in. We showed up at an interesting time. It looks like absolutely. We're having a bit of a card game dilemma here. We got Riders Zonic again. Oh my god, I'm actually in tears. That was so freaking funny. I'm getting a rare card. Eventually you will get it. Oh god, I got back on Luma. Got Zach and Juno. Fantastic duo. Fun of dog. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh god. Classic Supersonic, let's go. I really... Oh, I opened up Project 64 by accident. Got Spectre Zach. It's a good card. It's a good card. It's a hard to get card. And Harley can't stop me. Otterly's out here. Ah, oh god. Zach and Juno again. Oh my god.
Nobody else can enter.
Can I do another balloon? Oh frick! I got the SA2 Zonic. Great heavens. Everyone doing well today? I'm doing pretty good actually. How are you doing today? Well, come on in. Omega's going for it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm gonna go to Fossil Canyon and hope. Got Dizzy Zenko. You're gonna hate my chow. You are gonna hate my chow at some point. Like, they won't deserve it, but you're gonna understandably hate them. Alright, so we got Lancer with the Fleetway Supersonic. I believe it's a new one for you. Or at least, you have 2 cards to go. I don't know if it's a new one, but you have 2 cards to go. We got Boogeyman for Mr. Omega. Very fun card. Yeah, 2 to go. Oh god, it got personal.
Save the changes.
Oh no. I'm gonna pull the game down so I can still play. Got Fleetway Supersonic. Oh my god. I'm gonna need to add more cards. If you want me to add more cards, let me know. I can add more, so that way at least you're getting a good chance at something here. I can't see no more. Oh god. You got the second Juno card again. Oh no. It's a TCG off. Oh my god. Got Werehog Zonic. Which one? Who got that one? Was that was Lancer? Lancer, how many do you have now? You have 2 still, okay. Wanted to make sure.
I told them once that they just saw whoever.
Oh my god, can I give you a hug? Oh my god, that was like the 3rd Boogeyman one in a row. What the Sigma? Oh my god.
So good.
Okay, oh god. Eventually, got Rider Zonic. This is Zonic abuse. I am being pummeled. I'm being beaten to pieces here. I see Omega is uber beat at my Metal Sonic Ball. There it is! Wait, who got that one?
Yeah.
Omega, you got it! You got it! Simmer, you're okay, you got it. You got the card. You got it. The duel's over. You need one more. You do. Oh, great heavens! If you get the full Zonic artwork, for the full Riders not metal. Sorry. If you get the full Zonic Riders artwork, you will have it. You will have all the cards. Got the Zack and Juno. Dude, so close. Oh my god. Omega, I'm gonna donate half of this to charity or something. I need to validate your purchase here. I don't feel like I deserve any of it. Subathon canceled. No, this is the subathon chat. It's the bitsathon. You got the Supersonic Blue. That went to Omega. Omega, you already have that one, but that is a really good card, by the way. It's one of the better ones. For what that's worth, your odds have been increasing. Wait, I don't even recall if I got the Conquer. Oh, we did get the Conquer one. Okay, we're done. Let's go ahead and quit. Got the good old Werehog Zonic. Got SA2 Zonic. Yeah. I wish I could show this footage to like 13 years ago me. They'd be going, what in the world is going on? They'd be so confused. Like Zenko. All dizzy and stuff. Oh, God. Oh, Omega, you know what would be a fun idea? I should have it set to where I could make, like, the card redeems cheaper, like, during, like, special events or something. Will you have a VTuber model of Werehog Zonic? Not impossible, to be fair. Let me show you something, actually. Let me show you something, Michael. I don't know if it's in my, like, the cards, per se, pun entirely intended. Got the Zaka Juno again, but let me show you something. Because this Wednesday, we're going to be playing Zonic Unleashed with my Zonic mod. Let me grab a photo for you. God, which one is it? Let me type in Werehog. Hold on. I'll find it quicker. Got the Zaka and Juno again. But, you know, technically speaking, I do have a Werehog model. It's a 3D model for the record. Live 2D will not be happening because my VTuber mama retired not too long ago. But a 3D one, we do have Werehog Zonic. Oh God. And for the record, like I said, this Wednesday we'll be playing Zonic Unleashed. It is a mod in-game. This is an early screenshot of him, by the way, but he is in the game. So, and it's fully voice acted. I voice acted every line in the game. So, anything Jason Griffith said, I said. Very hard to do, by the way. Werehog voice lines were a lot harder. Also, Lancer, thank you so much for the biddies. And Omega, thank you so much for the biddies as well. Highly appreciate you, too. I'm going to go ahead and close out of the game, but I will, however, show you guys my achievement progress. So let's go to Retro Achievements real quick. And I'm going to pull up the list. I have a lot. Oh, you know what's funny? Retro Achievements won't let you change your profile picture until you get a certain amount of points to be deemed worthy. And I think I almost have enough points to be able to change my profile picture just from Diddy Kong Racing alone. So that's pretty cool. So Diddy Kong Racing, this may not sound like a lot, but we have 20... I think we have 23... Yeah, let me double check. We have 23 out of 94 achievements we need in Diddy Kong Racing. I know that sounds like we're missing a lot, but genuinely, it's going to be, let's see, collect also 8 silver red coins on 8 Link during